Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Next Up special, people. And for those that haven't seen the Next Up specials, it's where I sit down one-on-one conversation with an up-and-coming content creator in the space who is early in their journey. So we find out about how they got started in the space, their journey up until this point, and what the future holds for their channel, and any future, and not any future, sorry, and any content creators they've dealt with, anyone who they're fans of, who they've managed to link up with, and what it's like being in the space. And like I said, the Next Up specials are about the early content creators. I did the original series, people, the original specials, and that was for your Mount Rushmore candidates, your GOATs, the people who first kicked down the door. I then did the second wave specials, which was the second class. So that's your future Mount Rushmore candidates. That's your future GOATs, But I thought, you know what? The Next Up special, we still have to give flowers and we have to give plaudits to the people who are entering the space, whether it's 6 months, whether it's a year and a half, 2 years, because they are coming into an extremely crowded market, people, an extremely crowded market. And it's very hard to stand out, no matter who you support. There is so much talent in the content creator space when it comes to football. It's very, very tough to stand out. And there is so much negativity as well. And I was like, nah, man, we have to give people their proverbial flowers, people. So I hope you've enjoyed the previous ones as well. I had Sheik on yesterday, people. I really enjoyed the one with Sheik as well. Javon's been on, Double A's been on as well, people. So I really hope that you lot enjoyed the previous specials, because I really haven't. Found out a lot of interesting stories and things that you don't know. And that's also what it's about as well, is finding out the backstory, because content creator, especially with football, is very much now. So I found out a lot about Double A and Steve and Javon and Sheik as well. Big up to everyone in the comment section already, though. Shout out to everyone. Big up Mike's for the raid as well. But this person that I'm about to introduce is not someone I've worked often with, but from the first time, I can't remember if I think he called in. I believe so. We called in, and the first time we spoke, I didn't say it like out loud, but I was saying to myself, I was like, oh, this guy's going to go clear. I was like 110%. I was like, this guy, if he puts the work in, is 110% going to go clear without doubt. One, because I was like, the balance in which he approaches football. And I was like, if he didn't, I said this to him just before we went live, if he didn't look so young, I would have thought he was older than what he is. I would have thought he was similar to my age. Because not only the way he talks about the sport is very balanced, like I said, and it's just very, what's the word? I'm trying to think of the exact word to describe what it is, but it is extremely balanced and it's extremely logical and mature. That's the word. Very mature, very experienced, like he's seen years of football before, because like I wasn't talking like about football at that age. So that's why I have to give him credit, and supporting a big club like he does with Barcelona as well. It'd be easily just to praise. They've got ballers, Yamal's there, Lewandowski's there, Pedri's there, Gavi's there, De Jong's there. They got some of my favorite players. This is why I do La Liga watch-alongs. And I've heard him crash it on Lamine Yamal. I've heard him crash it on Lewandowski. We was talking previously, and he was like, De Jong, quality player, but in big games, you need to step up. I was like, whoa. This is crazy. You don't normally hear that. And people might think that's minor. You wouldn't hear that, especially from someone who's a fan of the football club. A Real Madrid fan might say that, an Atletico Madrid fan might say that, an Espanyol fan might say that, but a Barcelona fan to say that is credit to him. And this is why you see him having the growth he has on his channel, because again, we were just talking before we went live, and I'm building communities, and I said, I've been in your chat. I've seen the community that you are building and how your panelists gravitate towards you and fucks with you, and also your audience. And that's why I'm over there as well. And like I said, I've only worked with him a handful of times. He's been on a few Q&As as well. But like I said, the balance on which he talks, and then not only is it that from players, also from a tactical aspect, man can break down the game like in an instant. Break down the game, clear, precise, concise. I was like, yeah. This guy, he's definitely next up on One for the Future. So it's very fitting that this series is called Next Up, people. So go ahead, introduce none over the Mr. Barca Reacts himself. Giannis is in the building. My guy, what are you telling me, Giannis? You good?
Yo, listen, Flawless. What type of intro is that, bro? That's top tier, bro. That's guys. This is gonna be box office, guys. Yo, listen. I don't think Flawless has said it yet. Smash up the likes, bro. This is gonna be a box office live, right? Hey, bro, Flawless gave the intro. You know what I'm saying? Some of those things are very true. Listen, I didn't know. Man said that he would have thought I was older than what I am, but it
Yeah,
is.
you didn't look so young. I would have thought like the way, like I said, your maturity about the game, extremely mature approach is what it is. And not many. There's people who are similar to my age and older who don't have a mature approach, but you're very mature, especially when talking about your own club, but also talking about the Premier League as well, which is credit to you because you know a lot about not just La Liga but also the Premier League. But go on, carry on, carry on.
Yeah, I mean, big up, bro. Listen, blessed, you know what I'm saying? Another day, happy to be on, right? The channel. I haven't been on your channel that much, right? I'm the first time I actually saw you, like not like seen you. I seen you, bro. You've been on YouTube for a minute, but I'm talking about like the first time I've been on your channel was a call-in show. I think I went on like two of those, and then I've been on maybe like four Q&A. So like in total, probably like only like six times probably. But yeah, bro, listen, you got me on Twitter, right? It's been lit, bro. Like it's been
Yes,
lit, bro,
of course.
right? And I mess with you guys, like I mentioned, Rants. I know about you, bro. And like I said, you're probably the first YouTuber that I've known for at least 3 years that I met.
Yes,
Like you actually got me on your channel like every now and then. And bro,
of
like I
course.
appreciate it, bro. You know what I'm saying? So hey man, hey, you gotta get your flowers too, bro. Big up.
No, I appreciate it. I do appreciate the kind words. And you lot, make sure you subscribe to Barca Reacts. The link's in the title. I'm gonna add the link to the top underneath in the description as well. But links in the title. Please go subscribe to my guy Giannis's channel, my Young G's channel, Barca Reacts. Make sure you do so. Big up everyone in the chat. Big up Mike's again for the raid. Big up Adam. Apologies on the lateness, people. That's on me. Big up Don C. Big up Omar BYT as well. Big up more Arsenal. Big up Mike B as well in the chat. I see you, Chinlu. Shouts out to you as well. Yasir, hope you're blessed. Big up to you. Craig, crazy super chat. You're not gonna get me with that, but big up for the super chat. I appreciate it as well. Man trying to catch me out.
That's
Like I'm too
crazy.
smart for that. He is. Like I'm trying to definitely 110%. And people, like I said, this is all about Giannis, people. And like I said, his journey so far in this space, and we're gonna get the backstory because it's very much now. And like I said, I don't watch views and numbers to determine who I rate and who I don't. And I meant every word I said in that intro. And that's what this is about, giving you your proverbial flowers. But yeah, before we talk about, we go back, we're gonna jump in the time machine and go all the way back to we're going back to two time points. We're going back to the start of Barca Reacts when you kicked off that channel. But first and foremost, your introduction to the content creator space. So how did you watch? Actually, let me ask you, did you watch the content creator space before you created your own channel and got involved yourself?
Bro, listen, I'm not gonna lie. I've been watching probably since I know AFTV was there for a minute, but bro, like
Okay.
actually watching consistently, like I told you, probably like the United Stand. Remember the United Stand, the
Of
OG
course.
United Stand, when Saeed was
Yeah.
on there, right?
Yes.
When
Yeah.
what's it called? Saeed, and there was Rants, and there's a lot of
Yes.
guys like Adam, there was
Yeah. Adam
Ricky,
Matic was
right?
there. Yeah.
There was
Aaron
a
was
lot
there.
of people that I messed with, and
Right.
to be honest, I just clicked one video. I really liked Rance's opinion, right, on United. I always thought he was logical. He crashed out whenever it was time, but he always kept it real, and he criticized like the favorites. He even called out the fan base so many times, like, "Yo, this is crazy." And also, Rance was an entertainer, bro. Like as logical as he, bro, the man's interesting. You know what I'm saying? So ever since I'm like, yo, I want to see what Rance got to say on the game, right? And I just kept watching the United Stand probably for like a year. At the end, it was Jose, bro. Like
Okay,
it
so
was
what year was this? You was watching. What was the year that you started watching the United Stand and
2018.
watching around 2018? Okay, got you. Go on, carry on,
2018,
carry on,
bro.
carry on.
So
Yeah.
and then bro, I was like, yo, I need to see other reactions. And then this is where I was like, yo, Saeed, bro, he's probably the second best on this, bro. And then Saeed was super solid what he said. And Saeed, to be fair, a bit more crash out, a bit more, you know what I'm saying, energetic. And then I didn't know he's from the same country as me, bro. I mean, I could kind of tell, but I like confirmation. Once he said, I was like, yo, that's lit. You know what I'm saying? So I've always watched these guys even after. I was like, yo, like these guys aren't like they're not on the channel no more. Like big up to the other guys like KG, right, who was there after, bro. But I didn't after Saeed left, after Rance left, and a lot of them left. I mean, I stopped watching that channel, right? And then I went to I was watching Rant, and bro, like when I say bro, like since 2018, 2019, the whole COVID era, bro. When Ole was getting Man United fans hyped up, bro. When I thought Man United genuinely with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was back, bro. He had you guys like legitimately walking on water. Like I could not believe it. Every time y'all faced Man City, y'all gave them a slapping. Every single time. It was like a Rashford thunderbolt. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, he had Dan James, like, you know what I'm saying, running. Bro, cooking with Dan James is crazy. Like, this guy can only run in straight lines. Let's be real, bro. and I was like, yo, I was really watching the content when Ole first came because it was like for the first time in a while, everybody was happy, right? With United for like interim Ole. And I kept watching Rants, Saeed, more so Rants. And, you know, I was like, I mean, outside of that, I didn't watch too much, but it's kind of like I didn't really get motivated by that. I just watched them for a couple years until like probably the 2021, 2022, and then this summer transfer window of 22, 23. This is where I was like, yo, Loki, I want to start making content. Like, this is like, you know what, these guys kind of persuaded me. And you know what? Like, whenever like I heard Lee Gunner say, like, you know, like I'm not gonna lie, this is you know, it's all over the place, but let me just say this. I didn't really like Lee Gunner. Like I always say, like at the start, I didn't like Lee Gunner, but when Lee, like Rance always brings Lee like every single week, right, on his channel, bro. So like over like a year, 2 years, I'm like, bro, this guy, he's a real one too, bro. Like at the start, I didn't like Lee Gunner, but low-key, he's just like me. Like he says it how it is. He just says it a bit more blunt. Like he just doesn't talk like me. He doesn't got the same tone of voice, but he's saying the same thing. And I like Lee. And you know what? I understand why he's so frustrated about Arsenal, because it's like, bro, they've won how many trophies under Arteta? Like one, right?
Yeah, just the FA Cup, yeah.
So yeah, if that was my club, right? If that was Barca, I would legit be calling for the manager's head every single day. Because you know, like I comment on Lee, you know, Lee Gunner, bro. This guy, he'll do the 8-hour stream, like whatever it's called for.
Yo, Gunner's live right now. Yo, like Gunner he just started about I think half an hour ago or so, maybe an hour ago. Yeah, Gunner about to be live all night. You know,
he probably doesn't remember me, bro. But not only like you know, Zero. We'll get to it, but I legit told him, I was like, yo, bro, like I'm not even East Coast United States. I'm West Coast. The time difference from the UK is 8 hours. It's a huge difference. Bro, I start my day, Lee's live. You know what I'm saying? Go for lunch, Lee's live. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like I go to school, come back, because I take night classes, 9 p.m. on the drive back home. Lee's still live. Sit back home on my desk. He's still live. Bro, you know what? I'll watch the rest of your life, bro. You know what I'm saying? This type of work rate, Rants, Saeed, these type of people, they kind of influence me. Yo, these guys work hella hard. They always said that there's space, you know, if you build your own community. And this is like 22, 23 in the summertime. That transfer window, when we got Lewandowski, Rafinha, Koundé, Andreas Christensen, like when we got those guys, right? This is, and Xavi at the start, Xavi was doing the Ole thing where Xavi looked very promising and he was getting this garbage Barca team cooking. And it was crazy, right? I was like, yo, I want to be like, how do I say it? I want to kind of commentate this on YouTube. Like I want to like actually talk about this.
So that's what it was. So it was so obviously you're watching Rants, you're watching Saeed, you're watching Gunner, etc. And then Xavi's got Barcelona cooking, and you're like, hey, I want to talk about this.
Carry
on.
That's probably like the influence, and that's like the moment that I'm like, yo, I want to start, right? And this probably gonna go to like when I started, right? And I didn't start then. Like what I did first was I went to Instagram actually. I did an Instagram page for probably like 7 months, and to be honest, bro, like Instagram, I just got no growth. When I say fall, it's like no growth. Yo, I mean like no growth, like brother, like nobody, like absolutely nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? And as much as people say they don't do it for views, bro, it's nice to see people commenting, liking your stuff, bro. Absolutely no growth. Like, and I was like, all right, flip it. You know what? Let me try out TikTok, right? I went to TikTok, right?
So wait, before you carry on, when did you start the Instagram? Do you remember roughly what year it was and like roughly the month that you started on Instagram? Go on.
I think July 2023, bro. Like, so like
Okay.
I was like doing transfer news, right?
Mm.
A little bit. I mean, to be honest, I didn't really know you have to be that consistent because at the start you think that you can just post once and it's gonna fly. Like, that's not how it works, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Know what I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying?
I get
Like, that's not how it
um,
works on
yeah.
this content thing. I'm not gonna lie. That's very lucky, and those guys they be editing like crazy for their
Mm.
video to bang out just like that. But um, yeah. So I
So,
probably did it
so
until
yeah, go on. That was going to be my next question. So, how long did you stick on Instagram before you was like, this isn't working? Let me go to TikTok.
yeah. So I did Instagram probably from like July. I think like the
Mm.
middle of the transfer window up until probably, bro. Like I have to think about this. Probably like
Mm.
October or November of that
Okay.
same year. Like I didn't do it for that long, bro. I was like, yo, flip
Mhm.
Instagram, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting all this hard work on Instagram. Instagram's legitimately giving me, you know what I'm saying? They're flipping me off legitimately. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. So
Yeah, yeah,
I was
I
like,
get
yo, and then I left Instagram, right?
it.
And I went to TikTok for a bit. And
Mm.
I was doing TikTok because, bro, I'm gonna be real. I was on vacation and I
Yeah.
was so bored. Like, you know, the vacation in Africa, because I'm from Africa. That's a
Mm.
half vacation, half your parents forced you to go. You know what I'm saying? Meet the grandparents and all that. So while I was there, right? Because there's not that much to do. If you're there like for a
Mm.
while, I got
Mhm.
bored and I was like, yo, let me start TikTok, right? Let me start with, and this was during the Euros. Like I was doing the Euros, and I was doing
Mm.
TikTok probably from like the start. I think the start of the Euros up until probably like 2 months of into the season, 3 months into the
Mm.
season. Like I was doing it probably for like another like 4 months or something like
And this
that.
is Euro 2021,
The,
the
the
one that's supposed
recent
to be
one,
2020.
I took like after the Instagram thing, I took a like I just quit
Okay.
for like you know what I'm saying like a while. That's probably what like a year,
Oh,
something like
okay. So
that.
you talking
The Euros that bro, like Arda Guler scored that banger. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yamal was
Euro 2020. I kind of forget the year. You talking about Euro 2024.
yeah. I
That
was talking
Euro.
about that
Got
Euros,
you.
bro.
Okay, go on, carry on, carry on. I was just making sure we got the timeline straight. Go on, carry on.
Yeah, and then I did it for like probably a couple months, and bro, TikTok. To be fair, I got a bit more, but
Mm.
I was like, bro, like I don't enjoy TikTok. TikTok, I could have seen, I probably could have succeeded on TikTok, right? But
Mhm.
I'm not like because Instagram. When I say like there was no motion, bro, I'm talking about none, absolute none. TikTok, there was some, right? The videos started to pop off, but bro,
Mhm.
I did not enjoy it. Like even if I'm getting 2K views on TikTok. Like, bro, it's like it's so dead. Let me tell you about TikTok, bro. It's like if we win like 4-0 or something, right? And I know a lot of
Mhm.
people they post like 5 times a day, but it's like all you can really say because you want like a 15-second clip to
Yeah.
summarize a whole game is crazy, bro. Like all you
Mhm.
can say is like, yo, Lamine Yamal is amazing. Barca, we're back on top. Real Madrid, watch out. And then Visca Barca, and then you end the clip, bro. It's so dead. Like I'm not
Mhm.
as much as it's it's good for going viral. I just did not enjoy it, bro. Like I was like, bro, flip that. I'd rather invest the time on doing something that I do like on
Mhm.
YouTube because
Mhm.
TikTok is too clip heavy. Like I did not, bro. I did not like it. Even when making TikToks, bro. Like I'm like faking the energy. Like I mean, yeah, I'm happy, but it's like I don't enjoy making TikToks on YouTube. Even like I enjoy editing a bit. Like I like the what's it called, bro. I like the grind of YouTube. Like it's crazy to sound, but
Okay.
TikTok, I just didn't like it, bro. So
Mhm.
I just call it quits to be honest. I probably shouldn't have quit. I probably will go back.
Yeah.
Maybe in the summer, you know what I'm saying, when I get more time, but it's gonna be hard for me to do. It's hard to do something that let me tell you guys, everybody in the chat, right? Something.
Go.
It's hard to be consistent in something that you don't like to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless if you're getting paid, unless if it's your job, of course you can tolerate it, bro. When that paycheck hits, you're happy. But I'm talking about it's
Yeah.
hard to do something that consistently that you don't enjoy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I did not enjoy TikTok. So even if the success was starting to come, I was like, bro, bend this, bro. Like I'll find something else, right? And that probably ended the TikTok phase. And I went to YouTube, bro. And at the start, when I did YouTube, when was it, bro? At the very start. I gotta think about this. It was bro, Xavi was still in charge. It was the start, it was like the end of Xavi. That season, I don't know how to say it. It's before Flick came in.
Okay, so at the end, so Chavi, and let me find out this out. And how did you come up with the name Barca Reacts, or did you have that from the Instagram and or TikTok page?
No, bro. I had some other handles on
Okay,
Instagram.
where did the Barca Reacts name come from?
Bro, to be honest, like the having a name is pretty difficult. Like people think it's simple, but it's like, bro, unless you got something that you like, bro, it's hard to come up with a name like that, bro.
Mm.
And it's not like even Barca Reacts, it's just a solid name. Like you can get started with that. It's pretty simple. People know what you're about, but I came with it because I was just thinking, bro, what am I gonna put? Like, I'm gonna put my name. I don't want to do that. Am I gonna put Barca what? Like, what is there? Barca plus? What is there, bro? That sounds kind of weird, right? And I was like, Barca React sounds solid. And if you know, like, do you know Flight Reacts?
Say that
Do,
again.
do you know Flight Reacts?
Nah, what's Flight Reacts? No, I've not heard of Flight Reacts. No.
Bro, no way, bro. American
No.
YouTuber, man be playing 2K. He reacts to
Okay.
NFL and NBA. He's a
Right. Okay.
bro, he's a huge Steph Curry fan, like the biggest Steph fan. Bro, he'll put Steph as his GOAT. He's crazy, bro. Like he's tweaking, bro. He be saying like Steph, MJ, and the rest are bums. Like it's crazy, bro. But his name was Fly Reacts, and I was like, bro,
Yeah.
flip it, you know? He put Reacts in there. I'm gonna put Barca Reacts, right? Obviously, my name is Jonas, but I'm not trying to. I mean, maybe in the future I'll rename my channel. I could see that happening. Actually, I've thought about it. I could rename my channel in the future, but for now, it's solid, bro. And right now, I don't have no reason, and it's good enough to get started. So I just put Barca Reacts, right? And I react to Barca. I preview Barca. I talk about Barca transfer news. This is what it's about, and I give my opinion. And I started towards the end of Xavi. And I just put out a couple of videos, bro. And I just
Yeah,
enjoyed
because I'm
making.
looking here. Javi was there. So Javi left Barcelona 27th of May 2024. That's when Javi left.
I wasn't consistent at all though. Like bro, like at the beginning, I think my first reaction to a game, wow, it probably was like I think we beat like Atafe like 4-0 and Rafinha scored like a brace. Like it was like a while ago. And this is when I started, right? This is when I started. And how do I say it, man? Like I don't really remember this. Dude, to be honest, when it comes to my start, it's crazy because it's like it was a while back now. It was like, bro, like a good year and a half, because at my first like 4 months, first 5 months, I was not consistent. Like I was posting honestly whenever I felt like it, bro. Like I was like, yo, shit, we lost. I'm not posting this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it was at the start that, bro, nobody knows me. Who cares, bro? Barca got slapped. You think I want to go and be like, yo, Barca got slapped, this and that.
The
Bro,
downside to content creating when your team gets packed up. The
and
downside, and you got to talk about it.
this is the very start. I'm like, yo, we lost. I'm not posting a video. What the hell? Who am I, bro? Am I forced to? I was like, bro, I'm not doing it. But so I was very consistent. And how do I say it? So I started towards the end. I think around like the springtime. And I was saying, like, I was previewing some big games like Real Madrid and PSG that week. And I was like, one of my first videos that I really enjoyed making was like, we got to win both these games. Like, our season legitimately is on the line, right? It's like last desperate attempts, right? To save, because we were horrible. Xavi's second year, we were horrible, right? And this was like, yo, this is going to be either the turnaround point where we can win a trophy, we can do something, or it's going to be the knockout punch and we're just out for the season. And we're going to be talking about transfer news like next week this time, right? And that's exactly what happened. Like, we got smacked up by Madrid. We got smacked up by PSG. And I was like, yo, flip this thing, right? I just started YouTube, and I'm going to end it right now. Like, what the hell?
You ready to crash out already? You ready to crash out already?
It's like, bro, like, what the hell? This is supposed to be a place where I just say my opinions, bro. I didn't come here to vent like that right away from the jump. And I was like, I wasn't that consistent, bro. Like, even if you can hear the tone in my voice, like you could tell, bro, I sounded like I was depressed. Like I was one of those emo, you know what I'm saying? You know, the gothic girls, bro. I was like, bro, I hate this team, bro. Bro, like I wasn't crashing out, bro. Like genuinely, it was hard to watch, bro, like at the start. And what I will say is the first time that I started being consistent, right, is like when Hansi Flick came through, probably Hansi Flick, and I was like, yo, Hansi Flick.
It was Hansi Flick's reign, and you was like, all right, cool. So that's what made you lock into your channel and be like, all right, consistent, because you're expecting Barcelona to be better?
I mean, it's not just better, bro, but I was like, low-key, I gotta be consistent with it anyway. Like towards the
Okay,
end of
what was that
channel,
moment? What made you go, all right, I've been messing around on my channel. I've not been consistent. I'm
you know
gonna
what
be
it is?
consistent now. What was it? Or was it multiple things?
Because I probably gained like maybe like 80 subs at the very start. And then after that, remember that knockout blow, bro? Like I took like a 2-month break. I was like, yo, flip this, bro. I might have to quit this too, right? And even though I was getting like some people watching, I was like, okay, you know what? After 2 months, I was like, bro, if I just can 2 months of content is actually a lot. If I just continued, right, posting once a week, I probably would have hit at least 150 subs at the worst, probably 200, right? Because I was getting like maybe at that time 5, 6, 7, 8 subs a week, maybe like every 10 days. It's not amazing, but that's 2 months, bro. Like 2 months of that's like what, 60 something. Like I like my channel would have grown a bit
The
even
growth,
in the
lack of
down
growth.
period. You know
Got
what I'm
you.
saying? Instead
Yes.
of getting 0, right? Like the whole time. And I gotta be consistent. Like win or lose, flip that, bro. I gotta be consistent, right? At the end of the day, if I'm really trying to make a community, right? You can't just show up when you want to and not show up, bro. Like you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta show up regardless, sink or swim, right? So
Yes.
once Flick came through, I posted a video and I'm like, yo, to myself, right? Not in the video, but I'm like, I'm gonna flip and stick by this, bro, because I'm not even talking about the team. Of course, the team. I'm gonna bro. I've been watching them when they're garbage, when they're good, right? Of course, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about, yo, sink or swim. I'm gonna watch this team and I'm gonna post about it. Even if I'm like, yo, Farron is whack, I'm gonna say Farron is whack. I'm gonna say, yo, why the hell did we get Lewandowski? The guy is legit pushing 45. Listen, I'm gonna support this guy and I'm gonna talk about it, bro. Like, this is what it's about. So you can't just show up when you don't want to or want to. So when Flick first came, this is when I started being, I won't say very consistent, but every single game, match reaction. And about that time, you know what I used to do? So I wasn't making videos every day still, but I was making probably twice a week. And twice a week solid at the time, bro. Like twice a week,
You
bro.
gotta start somewhere. Yeah, 100%. You
Yeah,
have to start somewhere. Yeah.
So I was doing match reactions and I would do like one other video, like Barca needs to get this player or Flick needs to instill this, like something like that, or Barca season is going to depend on this and that. Like I was making these type of videos, or the 3 reasons why Barca need to watch out for. Like I was making these videos and I enjoyed it and people started to really enjoy it. And this is when I reached 200 subs and then I kept just going, bro. Like after that, once I hit 200 subs, bro, flawless. That was the moment I was like, yo, I hit 200 subs. That's 20% of 1,000. I could get to 1,000. And if I get to 1,000, you can get monetized. You'll even probably get more motivation. I don't know, right? But my point is, once I hit 200 subs, I was like, yo, this went from like a hobby that I was being a bit consistent with to something that it's a hobby, but I am going to be consistent with. Like, it's not like a field thing. Like, I'm going to do this because I want to build a community. And when I see other people having a community, speaking about legitimately Barcelona, which is your club, like for you guys, Man United, it's lit, bro. Like, bro, this is the easiest thing I could talk about. Like, bro, you think I want to talk about politics or flipping, math or some shit? Bro, I'm talking about Barca. If I can make it talking about my football club, that's easy, bro. Bro, like some streams, like I be coming home late and I'm like, yo, Flip, yo, this is going to be low-key like a freestyle stream. And it turns out lit, bro, because we're talking about something that we all like, right? So that's probably like when I hit 200 subs, I was like, yo, I could really do this. Like I could make this something that is maybe one day, like not like a job, but like, bro, I can make solid money. And it's not even about the money, but like building up a real community. I'll be like, yo, that's flipping lit. Like if I can get a job and do this part-time, that's sick, bro. Like, and for me, it's not gonna feel like a job. That's the thing. So yeah, that's probably the moment that like when I hit 200 subs, I was like, yo, I could do this. That's probably the moment. You know what I'm saying?
the moment. Okay, nah, I really do. And we're gonna take a pause for a cause for a second. Run up the likes, people. I don't know how many we're on, but when it's not enough. Next up special with Giannis Barca Reacts. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. The link's in the title again. Subscribe to Barca Reacts, people. Again, I'll say it again. Subscribe to Barca Reacts. Go support my young G and run up the likes right here, whether you're watching this live right now, watching this back. And make sure you hit the subscribe button. Sarcasm City TV YouTube as well. So you mentioned there hitting 200 subs. You're like, just 20% of 1,000. All right, I can not only build a community, it's something I'm passionate about. I can make a little money on the side as well. So then, what was your further thoughts? Because I know already talking to you and the way you're talking about it, you would have had further plans with that. Like, all right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. It's now twice a week, not once a week. Was there an increase in live streams? Was you like, all right, I need to create this show. I need to do this. Like, what was more of? I'm asking, like, what was more of the plans in your mind at that point?
So at the time, I only did videos, bro, and like I did video, like it was only videos. I didn't do no live streams, bro. Like legit, I did no live streams, bro. Like what I'm saying, done, like I never did it. So I just kept doing. Actually, yeah. You know, I'm actually thinking about it. Hold up. Yeah, I only did videos, bro. Like I didn't do any lives at the time. And you know what I noticed is that this is what actually made me start doing live streams. That videos, right? They started to, it was a boom when Barca were winning. I was getting a lot of subs and all that. Bro, then Barca were losing and legit, like people are not watching the content. I mean, I don't really put it down to that, but it's like the videos were very inconsistent. When I'm saying like it can go from like 300 views to it can go to like 55, like at the start, right? It can go to like even some videos like 10, 16. Like it was so consistent. And I was like, yo, how do I say this? Like, I've heard Rants say this also, and Lee also. It's like long form content is more sustainable. Like, as you're not going to get the big boom, but the people will always be there. They're always going to come back because if they're watching 1 hour plus of you, they mess with you, bro. You don't even have to ask about it. They're watching one and they're coming back and in the chat, they flip and mess with you. Like they don't have to say, bro, they mess with you, right? And with videos, I was thinking, bro, like it's probably like people might have just watched me once, subscribe, but they don't really mess with me like that. And with videos, it doesn't. How do I say it? People can mess with you for videos, but with lives, it's like you know what I'm saying? Like day ones, like they're gonna stay with you. And huh?
It's more interactive. The live streams, like you can interact with people in the chat. Go on, carry on.
Yeah. It's more you're not gonna fall off. If you make it from live streaming, it's gonna be very difficult to fall off. Videos, you could see a lot of big YouTubers, even like their videos fall off eventually, bro. Like it happens to a lot of people. And I was like, this is the moment. The views are not good, right? I'm not getting people like coming back, watching the content on my videos at the very start. And I was faceless, by the way, at the start. All faceless. Everything was faceless, right? And I was like, yo, flip this, bro. I got to start live streaming because this video stuff, it's not like consistent with it. Like my views are going from like 200 to like 55. Like one day 16, the other day like 300. Like I'm like, yo, I want to actually, if I'm with live streams, I'm sure it's going to start very low, but it's going to be slow growth that doesn't fall off. And honestly, that's exactly what happened. And mid-season is probably when I started my first live stream, like, or not even mid-season, like I think around like November, I started my first live stream, man. Like I remember it.
Okay. And what was that like making that check? Was you skeptical because you have very smart, because you've already shown your smarts in regards for the Instagram start, it not working. Then you went to TikTok and you're like, this is not working. Then you've gone to YouTube and you're like, okay, this is working. But then even within YouTube, you've realized, all right, videos, but you've noticed the spikes early on. Like that's someone who's very seasoned, very much like your mature approach to football. That's also a very mature approach to YouTube as well. So then you're like, okay, going live. Were you skeptical of going live? Was you like, all right, what if it doesn't work? Were you more, because videos is much easier because you can chop and edit, whereas live stream there's no cutting and edit. Was you skeptical about that? Was you wary at all, or was you just fearless with it?
Bro, you remember? So I was faceless. So basically, when you're faceless, bro, like for a live stream, you're not gonna be faceless. So I was showing my face. So the live stream was the legit like a face reveal. It was the first time I'm showing my face, and you know what's funny? I did it actually at school, bro. Like I was at school, and I was like, you know what happened? Like my class got canceled. I got like the room to myself. I didn't see the message early in the morning. It was like 8 a.m., bro. I was like, yo. I wanted to do this, right? I'm usually busy, but I got like 1 hour. I was gonna do it probably the next day, but I was like, I might as well just schedule a stream right now. And bro, I did a stream in my classroom, bro. Like, it's probably deleted now, but bro, I can't lie. I was like, yo, I gotta start somewhere, bro, right? And legit, I started the live stream, and it was like legit. The title was like "Let's Talk Barca." Like legit, it was some, and it was like the lighting was horrible. Like everything was bad quality. When I say bad quality, everything was bad quality. It's my first stream on the jump. Class got canceled. I was like, yo, flip it. I got the classroom to myself for an hour. Let me stream, bro. So I was kind of just testing it out anyway. Plus, when you're a small content creator, I feel like there's a large room for error because like nobody really cares that much. So if you mess up, who cares?
It's the time to make mistakes is earlier on. You can't be at 100K subs making mistakes. You can't be at 50K subs making mistakes.
Like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be, like a top YouTuber and then like you got no light, or you know what I'm saying? Your laptop dies because they don't got battery. Like that can't be happening, dog. Like this is your income, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but at the start, I was like, yo, let me just try this. I did my first stream at school, right? Because I just wanted to get started and I just want to see play around with it, right? Bro, this is when I realized streaming is a grind. Oh my word, bro. When I'm talking about my first stream, 0 people. I think I had a high of 1 person, like just hop in one time, but it was not for that long, bro. I didn't get any chat messages. Like the first thing that happened was 0 people watching, legitimately 0 people, and I was like, yo, I'm legit talking to myself, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm legitimately talking to myself. I sound like a crazy person. I understand videos talking to yourself because it's like, bro, it's a flipping video. You know what I'm saying? This is how everybody feels. Bro, a live stream, dog. So the whole YouTube sees my stream and nobody's clicking on it. This is crazy, bro. Right? I'm speaking to myself and I was like, yo, the thing is why I didn't quit Flawless is because I actually enjoyed it. This long form content, right? Bro, but when I'm telling you 0 people, I'm telling you 0. And dude, in probably my first 3 streams, I had 0 people. And then around the 4th or 5th stream, I finally had my first person that was somewhat consistent. He was in the car, like he was in the chat, and it was legit, bro. I was like, yo, bro, I was like, you're a real one. Like I used to say jokes like him, like, bro, I could legit end the stream. We could just FaceTime, like nobody's here. It's just me and you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I used to laugh at it, but I'll be like, yo, I'm like, yo, when are you free? Because you're the only one who pulls through. So he's like, yo, tomorrow, same time. I'm like, I bet I'll stream at that time again. You know what I'm saying? And he was there for probably like the next 5-6 streams. He was pretty consistent. And then I remember I was not streaming last season. I started streaming midway, bro. So I did the October one, right? I was my first stream once again in flipping class, right? I deleted that shit. I was like, bro, what the hell? Lighting was off, bro. Like everything was off, bro. Like people could probably tell I'm at school and shit. I deleted that. But when I was getting consistent and I really started doing it, was mid-season. And there was a situation with Barca where Danny Olmo, like, you already know Barcelona, we got registration issues, right? And Danny Olmo got unregistered.
Yeah. And all right. Okay. Go on. Talk about it.
Yeah. And Danny Olmo got legitimately unregistered. So, Flawless, how would you feel if like a guy like Mbeumo randomly middle of the season can't play no more? What the hell? I was like, bro, I legit was on stream. And this is probably my breakout stream. And at the time, it doesn't seem like a lot, but I would get 1 or 2 people. And Adam, Adam was in the chat. Adam was probably like my second most consistent very early on. Like he was early on in this chat. But Adam was there, this kid named Mustafa. But I wasn't getting nobody else until the Danny Olmo registration thing. Because that's so crazy that I think people will click on a random guy's reaction. They're like,
reaction to see what's going on.
Yeah. And basically, I got my highest live stream, which was like, it was like 12 people. And I was like, yo, 12 is actually a flipping lot, bro. 12 is low-key. That's a lot, bro. I legit times 6 what I average. That's a lot, bro. If you times 6 what you average is crazy in any type of
It's growth. Yeah,
bro. I was legit like, bro. I could like you know the saying like act like you've been here before. I couldn't, bro. I was like, yo, big up everybody, yo, smash the likes and subscribe. I was like, bro, I could not believe that there was 12 people watching, and I was like, yo, this was lit. But it was only a one time, but I kept being consistent with it. Not that consistent, but I was like going live like twice a week now, right? Making match reactions, some match previews, and I just kept doing it. I kept doing it, and I don't know when. You know what it is? I probably really started pushing like almost every day or every 2 days alive. Like that's only started this summer transfer window. This summer transfer window at the start, I'm like, bro, I've seen so many YouTubers, they use the transfer window as like, bro, it's like their bread and butter every single day, like a transfer live stream. And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna do that. And you know what? It was a success, bro, because even though Nico Williams didn't come to Barca, and I was pretty bummed out at that, you know, bro, the whole VIP fan base every single day, like with Barca, bro, we don't have no reliable journalists. So it's like we genuinely believe the guys who are unreliable sometimes because we don't have one guy.
You don't have nobody who's that guy. Yeah, I hear it.
So, bro, like it's like people are coming into the live and they're asking me, "Is Nico coming?" And I'm like, "Bro, how the hell do I know? What the hell do I know? Jan Laporta?" People are asking me like, flipping, "Yo, do I know Lamine? Am I in the Barca offices?" Because we don't even got one guy that's reliable. And this is the time when I was like, "Yo, flip it, bro. People are coming through. I'm gonna just keep doing these transfer lives." I was doing about Nico. We got Jan Garcia. This is when bro. I've only been really consistent with streaming like the start of the window, bro. Honestly, like around May, the end of the season, that's legitimately when I started getting somewhat consistent, I would say, bro.
Okay. No, what's with that, man? I see it. But here again, you see the growth though in regards to 12. And how did that continue? Because your growth didn't stop there. So carry on with that. How did that continue from 12 people to more? And talk me through, because I see you with you have panelists now. How did all that come about as well? Having panelists on your channel.
That's just recently, bro. But I'm so from 12 like views, that was still like an anomaly. Like, to be honest, I kept doing it. I started doing watch alongs right around that time, this Dani Olmo situation. I was like, yo, let me start doing watch alongs. And when I started doing watch alongs, bro, it's like you reset. Guys, let me tell you guys, chat. A transfer live stream or like any type of live with like some emergency news is different than a live that's a watch along. Watch alongs are very hard to get people in. It's almost like two different lives. I gotta be honest. Like legitimately, watch alongs, you start from zero again, bro. And on my watch alongs, because you're competing with everybody, right? I wasn't getting nobody, bro. Like I was getting one or two guys every single live. It was like maybe a good stream would be like 5 or 6, right? And I just kept doing it, kept grinding, right? There was a couple streams that I would get 13, right? But I just kept on doing it because I'm like, yo, everybody's got to start somewhere. If you really want to do this, right? Because I already quit TikTok. I already quit Instagram. Bro, like YouTube is legit my last choice. And YouTube, at least, even though it's inconsistent, the algorithm favored me, at least in spurts, in moments. And that's all I can ask for, right? So I got to stick with YouTube, bro. And I enjoy YouTube the most. I got to stick with it. I kept doing the watch lines. People are going to come through eventually. And you know, now I see today, like I'm getting like 20 people on the watch longs. Maybe a different stream, I'm getting like 30, 35. Some even, bro, I got one stream with like, I don't remember if I got a raid off the top of my head. I got 80 people. Like naturally, it's crazy. You know how crazy that is, bro?
Yeah, trust me, 80 people. That's a lot of people. That's why I don't overlook that. Yeah, that's not normal. Like to have 80
that's not
people.
normal, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but probably like the average now is probably like 34, 35. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to gloat and be like 50 because that's cap. That's a good day. Like 34 probably is the average, right? But and that's a transfer. And then the watch alongs, I'm getting like low 20s, and I'm like, yo, that's really good because I remember I did the Arsenal Man City game. It was my first non-Barca watch along, and bro, do you remember that game? I think Arsenal slapped Man City. I think in where he scored that sick goal at the end. Do you remember that game?
Which game was this? What was the score?
Arsenal, they beat them 5-1. Like
Oh yeah,
Arsenal.
yeah. Last season, you're talking about that was
Yeah,
last
yeah, yeah.
season. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know the game you're talking about. They packed them up at the Emirates. Yeah, yeah. They did. They did.
Bro, they ran ransom, bro. Legit. I think I had 0 people like watching. The most time I had like 1, bro. And for me, I was like, yo, what the hell, bro? Like sometimes on lives, it's hella demotivating.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like, bro, nobody's here. Like legit, like, bro, I can just end it. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter, bro. But I was like, yo, flip it, bro. If I want to do this
You
long
gotta keep
term,
pushing.
I gotta keep pushing. Like
Yes.
whether the people come through or not, you just gotta keep pushing. Because
Yes.
if you stop, like I told you, remember that 2-month period I stopped way before. It's not like you stop and it's gonna grow overnight. Nah, bro, that's not how it works, bro. You gotta keep
Gotta keep
pushing. The
pushing.
only way, and you know what it is? Slow motion is better than no motion. I'm not even joking. Like, would you rather like the money? Like, for example, if you get fired from your job and you're just cooked, or you get fired from your job, but you got some other avenues of income, not that much, but it's like 1K, an extra 1,500 a month, bro. It's a huge difference long term. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, slow motion is better than no motion. I gotta keep flipping, pushing, regardless. Who cares about the views? Genuinely, who flipping cares, right? The videos, once again, a bit inconsistent, up and down, right? And this is when I was like, all right, bro, I'm gonna just lock down on the lives, bro. Like from going just only watch alongs, this is when I got the idea for let me do transfer recaps too. Yeah. And this was towards the end of the season, right? Around May, because we got knocked out of the UCL, and I started bringing people. How do I say it? I started bringing some people on towards the end of last season. Genuinely, this is where I got more creative with my lives. I got like my boy NJ, right? He pulled up on some lives. I used to start doing live streams like around like okay, what time is it for you guys right now? Because it's like 5 p.m. right now.
It is closing in. It's 12:45 a.m. right now.
Okay, so I was doing lives like at the towards the last the back end of last season, around like 6 p.m. my time. So that's like another hour and a half after this time right now. So it was like pretty late for you guys in Europe. And I started doing the like just lives with my boy NJ every now and then. Like, yo, you're free, bro. Let's just talk about Barca. We talk about like the topics for a week. We'll just do like a Barca recap. And he's legit my first panelist. He was like the guy who was doing, how do I say it? He was my first panelist that was somewhat consistent. Like whenever he was free, I was free. We'll hop on a live, speak about the news, speak about the games a bit, speak about whatever is going on in the news towards the back end of last season. Probably like March onwards. That's probably what I'll say. Like this is when I started getting creative with my content, right? And then, right, if I'm thinking about it, hold up. Man, I probably did that for a while, man, until the transfer window. Like I said, the transfer window is when I was like, yo, let me try doing some solos and let me just do transfer recaps. And people enjoyed that. People really enjoyed that. And I started seeing, towards the back end of getting maybe an average of 9 viewers to like around like 16, 15, right? And it was like every like month or two, it'll go like 5 people like on average. And, now like in the transfer window, I was getting like 20 people like every stream, bro. I was getting some streams had like 25, some streams even at 30. I think there was like at that time, and the stuff wasn't amazing either. Probably the average is probably like 20 people, right? Bro, I had a stream that had 50 people. And bro, once again, you know that saying, act like you've been here before. Bro, head loss.
You couldn't act like your head loss, you was gone.
I was like, yo, smash the like, subscribe, bro. I could not act like I was been there before. Bro, I'm not, bro. It's like, like these players, when they start wild and once they first touch money, bro, you got to put yourself in your position, bro. If you can buy anything, if you could do like whatever you want, whenever you want, because you got the money, bro, like, let's be real. People just don't know, like, me and you, Floss, outside of, like, YouTube. Like, they don't know when we go to the grocery market, all this stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but these athletes, like everybody knows about them, like their every move, so it's a bit different. But yeah, bro, it was crazy. Like this was like a spark for me, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna just keep on doing the transfer lives. I started getting creative. Like you mentioned, when it comes to Zier and Omar, and I don't know if you know them, but Football Carnage, I met them along the way. Like the first one that I met.
Oh my God, Zay. Big up Zay for the raid as well. Go on, carry him.
Big up Zero all the time. I started, right, when I was doing faceless. Omar, so Omar legit hit me up from time. Omar hit me up probably like around like November, like probably around like that, bro. Like, so way back when I even started doing lives, I had like no lives. Like, I was still doing only faceless videos. Omar hit me up, and I was on Omar's stream like every now and then, every week or two. And even Omar, right? He was doing like, how do I say it? He used to do live streams, but then in the middle of the live, he would like drop the link, right? And I didn't know that. And even I'm gonna be honest, I delayed on responding to Omar's comment on my video because he like commented like, "Yo, you want to work?" Like, that's legit what he said, like word for it. Like, I'm paraphrasing. He was like, "Yo, you trying to work?" Something like that, right? And I was like, "What? Who the hell is this guy?" Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, Omar's my guy, bro. Omar knows I'm his guy. He's my guy, right? But bro, I'm like, who's this guy? Just commented on my video. Everybody's saying, "Yo, your mall was amazing." Like, Farron's trash, right? And he's like, "Yo, when do you want to work?" And I probably delayed that message for probably like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And then until I saw him on a live, and in my brain, I'm like, "Yo, is that Omar? Is that is?" And I'm like, I checked the comment from 2 weeks ago. I checked the guy that I'm watching live. I'm like, "Yo, it's the same guy." And that's the only reason why I didn't like respond to the guy immediately. I was like, "Who is this guy, bro?" Right? Like, I genuinely, like, I'm not in terms of like arrogance, like, because I'm a nobody too at that time, legitimately, right? Still am, to be honest. Like, nobody really knows me like that, right? A few people.
Now you get you don't do yourself a disservice. More people know you than you think.
Yeah. I'm talking
gaining
about
traction
in the
in this.
grand
Like,
scheme.
you're here, you've been on Omar's channel, your own channel, you've been on other Zara, Zach. Like, trust me, man. More people know you than you think. It's just that you don't think about it like in regards to numbers. Like, you mentioned the numbers, like put 20 people in a room. It's a lot of people.
That's low-key a lot. You're right, bro. But what I'm saying is, at that time, right, when I saw that message and I was like, "Yo, I'm watching this live right now," and I peeped it. I was like, "Yo, this is the same guy that I'm watching live." So now I understood. Oh, he's trying to work. He does content too. Like, and like, I thought maybe it was just like random guy who just put something. And then I was like, okay. And then I watched. Hold up, how do I say it? I watched some of his lives, right? And I remember one time on his live, the first time I was watching it, I think I commented a couple times during the December period. Barca were in the mud, right? And when I was watching his live, he dropped the link. And like, Omar knows this guy NJ. He would pull up on his lives like when he dropped the link. And the thing was that I was on vacation and I couldn't. But I think I texted him, "Next time I'm gonna join, because next time I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be back at home." But I was on vacation. That's probably the last time I had a vacation. But it was crazy because I was like, okay, so I can actually talk with this guy. So it's crazy to just know that next time he's live, he's gonna drop the link. Because at the time, I think even Omar's even grown a lot, bro. Like, when I first started, he had like 2,300, and now I think he had 4K. So like, he's been growing too.
Grown expeditiously. He has very, very much.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So like, okay, I'm like, okay. I texted him and I was listening, I was watching, I was in the chat. But I was like, okay, next time you're live, I'll hop on, right? Because I'm gonna be home, because I was legit on vacation. I wasn't capping. And then when the next time I hop on, and once again, this is mid-season, around like probably December time, right? I hop on, and keep in mind, this I was faceless still. I believe this was probably like the last weeks I was faceless. I hopped on his live. He probably has never seen my face. He didn't know if I was white, black, Chinese, Indian. Bro, he didn't know where I was from, bro. Like, to be honest, he only heard my voice because I was doing faceless content, right? And this is like when so this was technically the first time he would have even seen my face, because I was doing faceless. And I just showed my face. I was like, how are we gonna do a live stream, right? How are we gonna do a live stream if one guy's faceless? Like, that's kind of dead. So I just showed my face, right? Let's be real. Bro, I'm not hideous, bro. It's not that deep, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, like, I got nothing to hide. Flip it, right? So when I, what's it called? When I hopped in his live, I showed my face, and it was a solid stream. And I think afterwards I did a couple times, and he got my number, and that was probably like my first contact, like first connection, right?
Okay.
And I probably was with his channel like I was doing my own thing. I started being faceless also. I started continuing with the watch on like always. But this is where like I met other people. Like with Omar, I think for like 2 months, I only worked it was by myself or every now and then I'll hop on his thing, right?
Mhm.
And then I went to Zir. Like Zir, I think Zir had this thing called the heavyweight show. Like he still does it till this day, but now
Yeah.
legit, I legit can't pull up, bro. Like I have classes legit same times and
Yeah.
stuff like that every day. So it's a bit difficult, but shout out Zir all the time. I think Zir contacted Omar because I think he couldn't make a show and he wanted like a Barca rep. And once again, this was around the winter. Barca were in the mud, right? So I just hopped on. I was like, all right, bet, flip it. Okay, Zir wants to know. I think Zir contacted me on WhatsApp, so Omar gave me his contacts, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm down, bro." And the first time, right, because I'm a Muslim, bro, right?
Yeah.
Like the first time he contacted me, right? We call this thing on Friday prayers called Jummah, bro, right? So
Yeah,
it
I've
was
heard of Juma. Yeah. Because Saeed's
yeah,
got a hilarious clip about that
yeah,
when someone asked him about Ten
exactly, bro.
Hag.
So
Yeah.
it's Friday,
Go
it's
ahead.
legit Friday prayer, and
Mm.
I see this text, and he's like, "Yo, you down to hop on?" I think it was like a last minute text, and I was like, "Bet." You know what I'm saying? Why
Mm.
not? But I think I let him know that I'm gonna be a bit late.
Mm.
So I pulled up and legit, I've been on the heavyweight show. Like I think honestly, like the whole of last season, ever since like the second half of last season, I was on the heavyweight show every single time. Like, bro, when I talk about like I was Zir, bro, last year, bro, I'm gonna tell you guys because Zir and Omar are watching. Bro, Omar, to be fair, his streams, I was at home every now and then. Omar, you know what I'm saying? He chooses the right days for me. It's easy for me, right? But Zir and this guy named Football Corners that I'm gonna talk about, Will, right?
Mm.
Those two guys, I'm not gonna lie. Bro, I was making sacrifices to join your streams, bro. I was like pulling up from
That's what this space is like, though. You have to make sacrifices at times,
exactly.
man.
I
Trust
was
me.
pulling up, bro. It was school. Like I was like in the staircases. I was trying to do whatever I can, find the perfect green screen. I was doing whatever I can because at the
How
start I
could
was
you
like,
tell?
yo, these are priceless connections. It's good because even if they don't got the most people, bro, they got people, bro. So I was making sacrifices at school twice a week, like for Will and for Zir, right, to just pull up. And I really I liked it. I mean, we are just talking about ball. It was sick, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I did that for a while. And then from Zir, and Zir's thing is lit, right? He has a lot of people from different fan bases. I met this guy called Football Carnage. And the way is because Zir had him on one of the lives, and I didn't really 100% know. I seen him in the group chat, and I was like, yo, this guy, he works with us? I was like, what? I didn't know because he wasn't pulling up all the time. I mean, he was busy, I understand. But I was like, because he was bigger than all of us at the time. He still is, right? He's big, bro. Like he's got like over what 12K subs, right? At least, like okay, I don't know off the top of my head. And he had him in the group chat, and I peeped. I was like, all right, that's cool. But the first couple of times he wasn't on it, right? And I didn't really care about it. Like I was pulling up for Zir because Zir didn't have he didn't have a Barca rep at the time, right? Because Omar was a bit busy, so it made sense. And then from Will, he pulled up one time, probably like the fourth time. I think the fourth time I went on heavyweight show, he pulled up, right? And you know what's crazy? I commented on one of his lives, Will. I commented on his live something about Barca. Like he was mentioning, I think I said like Visca Barca. He's a Madrid fan. I just pissed him off a bit, right? Why not? You know what I'm saying? Wake up, rattle, Madrid fans. You know what? That's the best thing in the world, right?
Love that.
Bro, legit. And then I think he messaged me on WhatsApp because remember, he doesn't have my contacts, but in the group chat, he can see my number and he's been on one live and he was like, yo, I like the way that you spoke, right? Like you're solid content creator. You're not too boring, right? So he's like, yo, I'm gonna have you on. If you want to join right now. His live was already live, bro. Legit. I think on the same, bro, I think it might have been, I think it was the same situation. It was a Friday also, bro. It was legit a Friday also.
Yeah.
And legit coming right back from Jummah, right? Bro, once again, a person just messaged me last second. He's already live like 10 minutes into the stream. He's like, yo, I think there was no Barca rep at the time. Omar, I remember joined, I think a bit after. Like he joined late that stream. And I was like, okay. He was like, yo, we don't got a Barca rep. I'm trying to talk Barca in like 5 minutes. Can you join right now? And I was like, yo, flip it. I legit got home like 2 minutes, right, on the drive back. And I was like, okay, let me hop on. Give me 5 minutes, right? And he was like, bet. He gives me the link. We chop it up. It's a sick live once again, right? At the time, it was called Football Mania, his thing. And this is where I met Will, Zier, and I've been on his channel ever since. Like, he even got this new thing called Football Chaos. So when I'm saying, like, when I told you, like, off stream earlier, when I'm like saying Zier, Will, and Omar, probably like my 3 closest connections, it's like, bro, those like the MSN, bro. That's like Messi, Neymar, Suarez for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, those are probably the 3 guys that I worked with their channels the most. Like, and then, you know, I started bringing my own people on. Like, but like when it comes to like going onto people's platforms, those 3 mostly are the guys that I pull up on. Like Zier, even now we got a Monday show, right? Will I pull up? What's it called? Will I pull up like Monday, Friday, whenever I can? And then Omar's got something probably tomorrow, bro. He's got like a Barca fan panel thing that I kind of, you know, copied a bit, but it was lit, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what YouTube's about too. You know what I'm saying? So
spot on. Absolutely spot on. Yes, that's exactly what it's about. Go on, carry on.
Yeah. Bro, listen, no, bro, Zier, bro. Y'all like the MSN. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Iniesta, bro. Like, I'm just laying it off, bro. Through ball to Neymar, you know what I'm saying? Little, you know, chip ball to Messi, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was. But nah, when it comes to that, that's probably like when it comes to the 3 biggest connections and people who I go on their channels and just like overall, like building, how do I say it? Building connections, building mutuals. Because you know what's crazy, bro? These guys, bro, I'm be real, because I'm just starting lives, bro, right? Bro, I was legit, right? How do I say it? I'm seeing Omar and Zier and like these guys and Will, bro, I'm seeing them. They got real connections. Zier, like, he knows Hassam. Bro, I seen Omar, what's it called, on Lee's thing before, like Lee Gunner. Like, nah, bro, I was like, what? Yo, I was like, yo, that's crazy. You know, Lee, I think I mentioned to him once. That's sick, bro. And then I've seen Will on some big people streams too. So I think, yo, these guys got like proper connections, bro. So I'm going to just like, I'm going to stay tapped with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to, you can't get a connection like that and lose it, bro. Like, even in life, if you're trying to get a job, right? And you got like a fire connection, like this guy knows people, you got to keep that connection, bro. Like, you got to speak to him like every now and then, not like every day, but like maybe once a week, 2 weeks even, you know what I'm saying? Just to keep it alive, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just stay with these guys. I like the little community that we got, right? It's solid. And then I started trying to do the same with one of my boys, and that's where the NJ thing, man said I'm being used, bro. Nah, you're not being used, bro. But I was like, bro, no. But no, what I'm trying to say is like, this is where NJ, right? He came through, right? Oh, and he's a guy that, I mean, I guess I know, but like, he doesn't have a channel. Like, I found him through Omar's channel. And I was like, okay, content idea, me and him, let's just hop on. After him, what's it called? He comes back from work, right? Me, after I come back from school, right? I'm like, all right, bet. We're gonna go live. Remember, once again, like an hour from now, maybe we start at this time. It was late live streams. It was like very late live streams for Europe. But in America, it was solid, bro. Like, it was like 7 p.m. Eastern. Bro, we were live late. But this was the start, and we were pretty consistent until the end of the year. So that, like, 3-month period of, like, towards the end of the year from, like, probably, like, end of April, right, March-ish, right, to, like, May, that's, like, the 3 months that I kept doing it. Like, it was me and him, like, once a week we're doing it, right? It wasn't no scheduled. It was, like, on a Tuesday if we can, on a Thursday if we can, right? And I started getting people, bro. This is like when my lives had like 15 people, and it was lit, bro. Once again, right? And there were some chats that a couple times would be like, "Yo, you're streaming so late, bro. Like, if you want to grow more, you should stream earlier because you're gonna get Europe and Africa and Asia. People are gonna watch it. Like right now, he's like, bro, like people." Like, people are not awake right now. Legit, it's like the middle of the night for the majority of the world, right? It's like it's sleeping time, right? Asia, it's like 5 p.m. Europe, it's midnight. So I'm like, okay, I might listen to that, right? And you know what I noticed? That guy wasn't like that one of that chats, right? Yeah. And I used to tell him, you're right, but why are you watching me right now? Because he used to pull up right now, bro. I was like, yo, what are you watching right now, bro? And
somebody's awake somewhere. That's what it is. I stream late.
You do stream late, bro. You do.
Yeah, because but it works for others. It works for other times. It may not work for people in the UK, but it works for people stateside, whether it's East Coast, West Coast, for example.
Yeah, it does. It does. But I'm saying, like, when it comes to streaming earlier. He's right, but at that time, that was the only time I had to stream. And you know what I'm saying? It's better to stream even at a bad time than streaming not at all. Because like once again, slow motion is better than no motion. It's just better to just put up, some work, you know what I'm saying, than to do nothing, right? So I was legit just streaming after school. It wasn't like it's not no crazy reason, but I low key listened to that, right? And I started streaming earlier, right? When it comes to now the season has ended, the transfer news, right? And I'm like, I bet I'm gonna stream earlier. Let's see, let's find my best time zone, right? Well, let's see what's the best time, what's optimal for me, right? And then I found out like right now it's like 1 p.m. When I stream at 1 p.m., usually that's like the best streams for me. But and that's 1 p.m. Western, like for Eastern time, I think that's 4 p.m. I don't know what time. I think UK time, that's like, I think that's like, what is that?
Because it's 8 hours. Go on. What time is it? What? So you're on the West Coast. So go on. What time is it? I'll be able to tell you. So what time? So 1 p.m.
So 1 p.m.
Time.
1 p.m. Western is 9 p.m. It's 9 p.m. for you guys.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so that's like 9 p.m. UK time was like the best time for me. And I just kept streaming at that time, transfer news after transfer news, you know what I'm saying? And I was playing around. Sometimes I was at like 10 a.m., super early, 9 a.m., right? 2 p.m. I was just playing around, but I kept doing the lives. I was like, yo, let me just keep doing this. And then I was like, okay, towards noontime for me is the best time. Like this is usually when it's the best time, you know what I'm saying, for me. And I was like, I just got to keep on pushing. And this is now kind of where I am right now. And you mentioned the panel shows. I was going solo for a long time, even my watch alongs, bro. I'm trying to get better, when it comes to everything, when it comes to the quality. Like I use CapCut now, like for my videos, for what's it called, lives. I kind of like noticed how, this the overlay that you got with the Next Up special. Like I'm really trying to work on making it look nice, because at the end of the day, I put it like this. Maybe my video is not going to be pushed by the YouTube algorithm, but let me see the people that actually click it. I want them to enjoy. You know what I'm saying? I want them to actually enjoy the content as much as it is. So I'm going to make it look nice. I'm going to work on the thumbnails, right? And that's what I did, bro. That's what I kept doing. And for the watch alongs, now, right, I got my watch along thumbnail. I got all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's this another guy that I worked with. I mean, this is kind of all over the place, but how do I say it?
Go.
Like there was this guy, right? That he also messaged me, and I told you, like, right now he's gone clear. Like his thing is popping off. His name was Barca Volume, right? And this guy, just like Omar, he messaged me, and I didn't know it was him until he on my live, one of my lives, he legit told me like it was with one of my boys, NJ, and I'm pretty sure. And he was like, "Yo, get me on one of these," and I'm like, "Yo." I kind of peeped the username, the profile picture. I've seen this before. I went on my the past comments, I was the videos, right? And I'm like, okay, it's the same guy who's trying to work. I checked this thing, right? I was like, okay, he's solid, right? I'm gonna put him on, right? And this is the very end of the year, and I started doing a once a week thing, right, with him, like the whole transfer window. So I had two things going on for me. I had lives. I was doing like lives 2 or 3 times a week solo. And then I kept doing the one-on-one with his name's Miguel, but his channel is Barca Volume, right? And at the time, it was lit, bro. Like it was a lit thing, and it got through the summer, and people enjoyed it, right? Because at the end of the day, solos are lit, but then we'll just be bouncing off each other. Like, yo, my thoughts on Nico, my thoughts on Yaun Garcia, my thoughts on we were linked to Luis Diaz for like crazy money, right? And he would give his thoughts, and it was lit, bro. It was a lit 1-to-1, and the guy, he has solid energy. The guy also, bro, like he's a guy that you kind of want to work with, because he's going to bring his energy. He's going to bring his best takes. I'm going to bring my best takes. I'm going to say what I truly think. And it was solid. And we kind of a lot of times we agree, but sometimes we differ, but it's calm because it's always respectful, and it's a good convo.
Without doubt. Yes. It's always respectful. Yeah. Without doubt.
And this is why, this is the thing. Now, this is where I brought that up, because now I'm going to bring up the panel show that I just started, right?
Talk about it.
And first of all, right, with a Barca Volume, right? Like he's way older than me. That's still my guy, right? But bro, he's got a kid. He's got a business that he be running, right? So he's busy, right?
got
And he
responsibility.
legit, I think he had the child of one of his sons. I think it was a son, right? And then I'm like, okay, he was like, he low key was getting a bit busy, right? And I kind of noticed it. Like, sometimes when you notice some things, you just got to make a decision, right? And it's not like I ended that series or whatever. Like, I might try to bring that back if he's still got time or anything like that. But the thing is, okay, I just peeped it the last couple weeks, maybe that last couple weeks, every now and then he's canceling more because at the time, super reliable because, I mean, it's the start, right? He was like, yo, get me on. And he was always there, right? But I noticed he was getting a bit busier. So I'm like, okay, I can't rely on somebody. I can't rely on anybody. I got to do it myself. So I just kept doing more solos. But I noticed that a lot of people like panel shows. Zir got a panel show, right? Will got a panel show, right? Omar got a panel show, right? So I'm like, everybody's got a panel show. Even Saeed, bro. Saeed, panel show. Yeah. So a lot of guys got, even I think Troops got a panel show. Like, aren't you on it, bro?
Back again, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I seen you on the thumbnail with Monson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, bro, so everybody's got a panel show. I know Carefree Lewis, panel show. So everybody's got their weekly, you know what I'm saying? Like, little thing that they do. But for me, at the start, it was very difficult to make a panel show because I just didn't have that much people, bro. I didn't have enough Barca fans. And I like making, to be honest, I know there's other teams to talk about, but I like talking about my own club and speaking about debating my, like, speaking about my own club with my own fans. It's like a different feeling. It's like, there's no ill intention. There's no hate. Like a Madrid fan, he might just be like, yeah, well, Barca suck. That's why y'all lost. But I want to hear a Barca fan say, nah,
you want to hear honest review of it.
Yeah, exactly. So at the start, it was very difficult because people were busy. People, like, they got their own content to make. And, it's not, I understand it, bro. It's like at the start, you might feel hard done by, but it's no hard feelings. People are busy, bro. So I just, what I did, Flawless, very recently, probably 6 weeks, maybe 2 months ago, right? I legit made my first call-in show, right? And I made a call-in show. I never did call-in shows. I know you have, right? And that's how I met you. But I did my first call-in show. And the actual purpose of the call-in show, obviously, it was the international break. There was nothing on, legit. Everything was boring, right? But I was like, yo, let me get the best people from the call-in show. And if they're down, let's make a flipping panel show, right? And it can be a once a week. So it was like legit a plan, bro, like that I flipping had, right? And what happened? And you could say that's smart, bro. Listen, I ain't gonna lie, I was cooking up. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, this might work. At the start, though, I'm gonna be real. It was like some of the people. I'm not trying to sound like messed up, but some of the people who called in, Flawless,
everyone's not made for it. Everyone's not made for this. I get what you're saying. Not everyone's made for it. Yeah.
You called in, but then you like for example, they wouldn't speak. Like, how are you gonna call in and not speak, bro? Like, come on now. Like, I gave you the link, right? Some people ask for the link, and then like I'll be like, "What you think about the game?" We're good. And then they wouldn't say anything else, bro. It's like, why'd I give you the link, bro? That's crazy, bro. Right? But I still gave everybody like their 5 minutes and stuff, right? What? But I was like, all right. The best people, I told them in the private chat before they leave, I was like, yo, just give me your number, right? Sounds crazy, but just give me your number. I'm gonna talk to you after, right?
You working, man? You cooking? You cooking?
Right? In the private chat. So all the flipping people that there was like probably like 5 or 6 solid callers, probably like out of 10, right? So I had a decent amount. So I was like, okay. And I know like 1 or 2, I know like 2 or 3 guys already. So, and the reason why you need a lot of people for a panel show, like Zir, like Omar in your group chat, like Will, these guys, they got like 15 people because people are usually busy. People are not available. Let's be real. It's like people got lives, you know what I'm saying? So what I did was I'm going to get at least like, I need like a group of like 9 guys. So that if all I need is 3 guys, 4 is perfect. That the panel show's on. We're not canceling no show.
Very serious. I gotta give you your credit here because this is very smart and you figured this out very quickly. And as you're talking and things you figured out in the space.
Because like people are not available. So you know what that means? If people are not available, you can't. I'm be real. It's kind of dead. Like telling people like, are you sure you can't make? You can't, like bugging them all the time. Like, so what you can do, the alternative, which is the actual method that you should do, is, bro, get more people on. Like try to get more people on, right? And it's a bit hard, but every time you see a new guy, ask him if he's down. Like, and listen, you know what I noticed on YouTube, and even me, I'm a guy that although I make the decisions, I'm not like I make decisions, but I make them. I have to be honest, probably like 2 weeks late. Like I hesitate a bit, and I'm like, okay, I should have done that. But you live and you learn, bro. And you got to make these big decisions on YouTube. Like if you're gonna do this or you're gonna do that. Are you gonna do a watch along, or are you gonna do like a live right after? Are you gonna do match previews, or are you gonna be like, nah, let's not do that. Let's do a live instead, live previews instead. You got to make these decisions, like whatever works. And bro, so basically, I got all the people's numbers. I put them in my own group chat, right? And I legit also messaged individually the people who are not available at all. Usually they're not available. I just every week I'm like, yo, just in case if you're available, let me know. Sometimes they say yes. Guess what? That's an extra person. Instead of 4 or 5 people, now we got 6 or 7 or 8. Bro, that's a box office panel. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you see haymakers thrown left and right, bro. It's going to be, yo, bro, this man loves Lewandowski. This man's defending Ferran. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be, bro, it's going to be box office. So that's how the panel show started. And now it's a weekly thing. I mean, I do it on Thursdays, right? I do it at, I think, 10 p.m. UK time. So yeah, that's the time that I do my thing. But what's it called? I used to do it on Tuesdays, but a lot of people weren't available, and it just works better for the people right now. That's the only reason why I switched it, because I'm also available on Tuesdays, but it just happened, bro. You know what I'm saying? It just happened like that. And that's where I'm at right now. When it comes to the solos, though, right? I do like doing solos. Like I'm trying to make my solos as good as
solos
possible.
I can't lie, solos are very, very good to do. I love doing solo streams. Go on, carry on.
Yeah, because solos, you know what it is, guys. And I always tell my chat this, bro. On a panel show, do not be mad like if I'm not reading your chats all the time, because like I'm legit cutting somebody off. Like you need to remember that. Like I'm forcefully cutting somebody off to read your chat, which is kind of messed up, bro. They're legit giving me their time. They're legit pulling up, like they click the link. So I'm like, yo, guys, whenever on my panel shows, whenever I see a solid chat, right? Obviously, super chat, you got to respect it. But whenever I read as much as chats as I can without disturbing the flow of the show on a panel or even a one-to-one, because I don't want to just cut people off in the middle. Like it's, you know, I wouldn't want people doing that to me, right? Like if I was on their show. So, but on my solos, I'm like, yo, legit, hop on the solos then. Hop on the watch-alongs, because now it's just me and you. I got flipping all day. To react to your messages, bro. Like, send as much as you want. And I'm like, yo, I tell these guys, you don't got a super chat either. Like, I'm not one of those guys. Like, I find it crazy how and I know they're usually it's bigger YouTubers, but like, I'm legit, because I watch different type of content, not just football. I watch like NFL content, and like these guys are like, yo, if you want me to read your chat, just send a super chat. I'm like, what the hell? How are you gonna tell somebody to send a super chat just for you to talk to? Like, who the hell are you, bro? You Donald Trump, bro. Like, you gotta pay the luxury to speak to me. What type of, you ain't part of the royal family? That's kind of crazy, bro. So I was like, all right, bro. Legit on the watch alongs and on my solos, bro. I get to as much chats as I can. We get to the topics, but as much as I can, bro. Like the other day, on was it Monday? Yeah, on Monday yesterday, bro. Legit, I was how do I say, on Monday, I was supposed to go on Will's thing, but bro, I was trying to read so much chats that I pulled up like 10 minutes late, and it's fine because he's got other people. He's already started. He's got a panel show, but I'm just trying to read as much chats as I can before I redirect. You know what I'm saying? So this is how you really build a community. Like, do you read your chats when people are not super chatting? Like that's how people come back. Yo, this guy actually reads my chats. It's not, and it's the benefit of being a smaller YouTuber, is because how do I say it? People can actually be like, yo, this guy, if I go to if I comment, I will get a response. If I go on his live, he will read my chat. Like, that's how you build a community at the start. And that's what I've been doing. And that's what I'm going to keep doing, bro. Like, I genuinely, I say it, I like going live more than videos. Videos are lit, but I edit a bit sometimes. I try to make it a little bit nice, right? Videos are solid, but being live with like your people chatting, right?
Great.
When the same faces every day, it hits different, bro, because that's almost priceless. Because those people, they really mess with you for who you are, and you know me, Flawless, bro. I'm not the guy to just, bro, kiss up to the players, like, bro.
Oh,
I
facts,
would
facts.
and this is where I have to go back and say, like, when it comes to Rants, right? Rants, because he's like, I'm be real, like he's, for me, it sounds like it's glazed, but bro, he's probably one of the Mount Rushmores, bro. I was like listening to, bro, I was watching him when he didn't even have that much success. That's how crazy it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was watching when he used to do like Rants Reacts way back in the day.
Bro, the video ones. Yeah. This is before I knew him. I hear you. I'm a fan of, yeah. Definitely, Rants is a Mount Rushmore candidate. If he's on your Mount Rushmore, no one, he's one of the goats in this space without doubt. One of the goats.
And you know what's crazy? It's like he wasn't even like he's not even a Barca fan. But you know, Loki, what it is, bro. Barca, like because the whole time I was watching like Rants, Barca were garbage. So it's like, yo, I can't listen to Barca stuff. I'm gonna go insane. I need to listen to something else, bro. And United, he would like drop bars, and he knows more. He knows about football. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, remember, Barca were garbage. Like when I'm talking about 2020, garbage. Omar's legit in the chat. We were putrid, horrible. If I had YouTube, bro, legit, I would be saying crazy things, bro. Legit, I'll be doing what Saeed saying, bro. Like, meet me at the car park. What the hell? These guys, big Barcelona went to the Europa League twice in a row. Not once, but twice. You know how disgraceful that is. Are you serious? That's unacceptable. I don't give a damn what language you speak. Bro, where are you from? That's crazy. Bro, like, so that's when what's it called? So I've been watching Rants from legit. I told you, like, the Mourinho, the last season of Mourinho, he got sacked. And I always liked how he said how it is. He doesn't care about people's feelings.
That's why I'm a fan of his.
And you know what it is? Even on my community, some people, they message me, yo, I like how you criticize this guy. Like, for example, Yamal in the start of the year, I was like, yo, because Yamal got a goal and assist, and I said he played bad. And I lost some people. I lost some followers. Some people call me negative. Some people said, watch when Yamal goes to Liverpool. You're gonna regret it. Yeah, you're so critical. Bro, I just said he played bad, bro. That's all I said. I never thought that I could criticize my own player and people would get mad. And you know what it is? If I criticize Araujo, Ferran, who's unpopular, Dani Olmo, bro, everybody will love it. It's the popular guys. Yo, you're cooking the guy that everybody hates, but I'm cooking the guy. And I don't even cook Yamal. He's our best player. I think he's the best player in the world. People don't listen to that, though. They only want to listen when I said something bad. And, bro, even on panel shows, they're legit saying, like the guys who legit hated my opinion on my live were going on other lives, and they're like, yo, this guy legit, he's super negative. He doesn't like Yamal. I'm like, who the hell gave you this? Bro, I bought Yamal's jersey. I don't buy players' jerseys. Like, what the hell? That's the ultimate form of respect for me as a player. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I always liked about Rants. He wasn't scared to call people out. And, bro, he said, legitimately, I'll say this. Rants is the first guy to jump ship. He don't care. He's always the first guy to say Amorim out. To say, what's it called? Ten Hag out. And he liked Ten Hag at the start, bro. I was watching it, bro.
You know did? He was performing well. Ten Hag performed well initially when he got here. He did.
Bro, he liked Amorim at the start. He liked, what's it called? I don't think he liked Ole at the start, but he got bought into the Ole hype, bro.
Yeah, interim, I can say interim Ole was on smoke.
Yeah, interim Ole, bro. But then the thing is, he's not scared to criticize guys in the fan base. Like, for example, Bruno. Bruno's a guy that every United fan on Twitter and Instagram, you would think, like, how could you criticize Bruno? And, bro, it's like, bro, it's crazy. I can't lie. With him and Bruno, they got to get in the ring together, because the way that Rance be talking about Bruno, I'm like, yo, this might be personal. Did he comment on his IG or something? You know what I'm saying? But nah, Rance is my guy, bro, like all the time, right? And I was like, all right, that's an inspiration. Even though he's a United YouTuber, I'm kind of inspired, right? And I'm going to do my own thing similar to that with Barca, because, and it's not like I'm trying to hate, right, on Barca. I love Barca. Actually, I think I'm positive more than negative. I don't even think I'm negative. I don't even think I'm close to being negative. I think I'm more so too much positive sometimes, bro. When we're good, bro, I'll bust jokes about Real Madrid. I'll say, Mbappe, you scored all them goals against us last year, and you still didn't win one game. Crazy. I'm saying,
that's mad. That is mad when
Bro,
you look at it from that
legitimately
perspective.
hat trick, and you still took the L. Hold that. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, when it comes to a Barca, I have to be real. Something that I do like about this the Premier League like fan base is
Talk
that
about
you guys, when it's time to criticize after bad losses, it's
we'll criticize.
acceptable. At least it's acceptable. Even though they paint Rants as negative, it's acceptable. With
It's
Barcelona,
ridiculous people do.
sometimes, bro, it's not, bro, false, you Rant side. Like, I'm just
Yeah.
saying it's acceptable. With the Barca, it's a bit different because I know, listen, a lot of Barca fans might not like to like admit it, but our club gets painted as like the angel club, like a beautiful club. And bro, listen, I agree, on the pitch we're beautiful to watch. I've watched some of the best football in my life, thanks to Enrique, thanks to some of these managers, bro. But I'm talking about, like, you could criticize us too, bro. Like, sometimes we got sent to the Europa League twice in a row. That's unacceptable. How the hell can our fan base on TikTok, on Instagram, or anywhere, how can you accept that? Like, as bro, like, as a man, like, I'm thinking you're a loser. I'm gonna be so real. What the hell? This is crazy. That's unacceptable. That's like, bro, that's like, for example, like, your father's a king and his son's a bum. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, like, if the father is like Barca in their prime and the son is a bum getting sent to the Europa League twice in a row. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? And the Barca fan base, and this is the reason why I actually watch Omar still, that I still watch his content, because every now and then, because the thing is, Omar, what I liked about him is that sometimes, even though people will call him negative, he's probably one of the only guys that he's gonna say his opinion. You might not agree with it. He might not
He
be.
gonna give his opinion. He gonna give his opinion. That's facts.
But Omar's gonna say his opinion, right? And that, I took a little bit of emotion. What's it called? Not that. What's it called? I took a bit of even inspiration. I gotta admit, to Omar, because the fact that he's negative sometimes, when it's honestly, it's not negative. He's just keeping it real.
Just being honest.
Keeping it real, right?
Yeah.
But like, bro, I'm serious, because like, I'm seeing guys that we lost a game. I remember last year, and can you believe some match reactions? We lost the game 3-2. I forgot the game. Bro, some match reaction, we lost. We flipping lost, right? And can you believe people are talking about the goal Yamal scored? Beautiful goal. Who gives a damn, bro? We lost the game. Are you serious?
The match,
At least the Premier League fan base, you're allowed to criticize. With Barca, sometimes we think we're too perfect. And I'm like, that's not the case. We haven't won a UCL in 11 years. Bro, we've had amazing opportunities. We honestly, last year and also in 2019, should have been UCLs. We should be on 7 right now. We're not, right? And forget about that, because those are years that were good. We've had multiple years that we've been garbage. The team was horrible until Jan Laporta came through, right? He's built it up. He's doing a lot of good things. I always give him his flowers, right? But I don't know why it's so unacceptable. And that's why I'm like, I just got to keep it real and just say my opinion. And this is why I like Omar, right? I like myself. And then there's some other content creators that say it, but it's like, I mean, you don't know him, but this guy named Papillon, he criticizes Barca when it's time to do so also. And I like it, bro. Like, it's like, listen, I don't think we're negative. I just think we're the guys who keep it real. There's other guys that are just not going to, bro, I'm going to be real. Like, I feel like they don't care that much. I genuinely feel like those guys, if you're like overly positive, or you don't want to actually say the problem, or you know what they do first, like I said, they criticize the popular figure. You criticize the guy that everybody's cooking up. Bro, listen, you know that meme, like, yo, stop it, he's already dead. The guy's getting jumped. Bro, it's like, it's so dead.
Simpsons meme. Love that. Go on, carry on.
We can all cook Donny Olmo, but do you really think he's the only issue? Do you really think? I played football. Bro, one guy being bad should not destroy the whole thing. It really shouldn't. It really should. You have 10 other guys, right? And big up Papillon, right? Bro, and then what's it called? When I have to keep it real is that, okay, you got Araujo. People, a lot of times, they like to cook Araujo. Do you really think Araujo is the only issue at Barca? Do you really think Cabarsi is the only – bro, do you think all these guys are the only issues? Bro, I legit criticize when we lose. Usually there's like 5 guys that I'll criticize at a time. And people will like that I'm criticizing 2 or 3 of the guys who are popular, right? But they will really hate that I criticize the 2 other guys who are fan favorites. And I'm like, who cares? I always say in my lives, Why the hell should I back a guy so bad? Like, bro, is he my brother? Is he my cousin? Am I like part of his entourage? Am I his agent? Do I get paid under the table? Because if I did, maybe then. But bro, I don't care. I don't know you like that. I love the club. I don't love you. I like you right now because you play for my club. But deliver and I'll defend you. If you don't deliver, I have to call you out, bro.
That's a bar up. Man said, I don't like you. I like the club. Love that. Yeah, bro, and deliver it. I'll defend you. That's as simple as that. Play well, I'll defend you.
Be real. Of course, for all the great Yamal is, I flip and love watching Yamal. He's got the swagger back at my club. Bro, if he plays bad, I just I'm like, yo. And I wasn't even saying he's playing bad. I call him selfish. I'm like, yo, this guy, bro. I said, because people don't like this, but I was like saying, stay off of Instagram, stay off of TikTok. You do all this madness off the pitch. Bro, pass the damn ball. Because Yamal, okay, yeah, you can dribble. But you know what made Neymar and Messi special? Not only could they dribble 5 guys, they could make the right pass at the right time every single time. Or if not every single time, 9 out of 10 guys. 9 out of 10 times. Messi and Neymar are making the right pass at the right time after dribbling 2 or 3 guys. Yamal at the start of the year, right? And people don't like it. Bro, Yamal was running into traffic. Yamal was doing like absolute BS that, and not good BS. Like he was doing some of that the good stuff, but I was like, yo, there's no way you could do half field Travella, like insane passes that I've never seen since Messi and Neymar. And then you can't see Ferran Torres making a good through ball, like a run or Rafinha. I'm like, you know what it is? You're ignoring them because I'm giving you the benefit of doubt. You definitely see the passes. I think that you're one of the best passers I've ever seen. Already, genuinely, your playmaking, right? So when I'm seeing you pass up guys that are definitely open, I have to be real. I know you're going for the clip because I know this guy, bro. Like he be going on Instagram like crazy. Like I don't know what it is. Is it the GA that you want? But I'm like, why are you forcing it, right? And people, it goes back to my point where people don't like. They only criticize who's popular. And let me say this: I'm not defending Olmo the way that he's playing. Araujo, like in years past. I'm not defending it. I've cooked them too, but I feel like I've given them their fair share when it comes to because like I play football. Usually one guy is not really the reason why you're gonna lose. It's usually a collective. You lost the midfield or some guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he can't finish his chances. Like I've called out Lewandowski in the past when he sold, right? But you know what? The end of last season, I couldn't call out Lewandowski because he was delivering. The old man, bro, he was keep on cooking. So I was like, you know what? Fair play. But this is the thing. People only call me negative when I'm calling out their favorites. That's it. But that's where I kind of like, you know what motivates me even more? When I see chats that's like, yo, because I seen it at the start of the season, right? And I was like, one of the chats was like, yo, shout out Andrew, one of the real ones. He pulls up on watch alongs mainly, right? Bro, this guy was like, he said, I like how, like he said, what I really like about you is that you call out like Yamal, where like I'm gonna be real, I can't find that on YouTube. Like legit, nobody else calls out Yamal when he plays bad. And to be fair, I'll give Yamal the credit. It's very hard to call Yamal because he doesn't have much bad games. He
doesn't play bad often.
But you know the reason why I gave him the benefit of doubt, he had 3 bad games in a row for me. That's why I called him out. It wasn't you think I'm gonna kill a guy for playing bad once. No, I'm not. Maybe if you're atrocious, like you missed 3 openings, yes. But bro, like I'm talking about Yamal played bad. I was like, yo, guys, this is the first time Yamal has had bad back-to-back games ever.
Consecutive,
and I said he topped that. He said, watch this, back-to-back bad games. And I was like, this is unacceptable. What the hell is happening? And he was like, in the chat, he was like, yo, it's crazy because no other guy does this, right? And you know what? He shouted out Omar too. Omar's probably the only other guy who keeps it real. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what I noticed. Like that's what I like about making content. It's like, bro, just keep it real, and people will message you, bro. Look at Lee Gunner. The fact that Lee Gunner has made it on YouTube means that just keep it real. You're gonna make it because that guy is, bro. If you think I'm negative. Yo, Lee's the king, bro. Like, yo, that guy's the final boss, bro. You know what I love about Lee? I can't lie. This guy, bro, because he be saying sometimes like, hey, just the stream on YouTube. Don't need a thumbnail. Don't need this and that and stuff like that and title. Bro, just stream. Bro, I disagree with that part a bit. because he doesn't realize he's very entertaining naturally. He
Yeah,
doesn't
it
realize.
works for him. Gunner can do that. No, but what works for Gunner isn't going to
Yeah,
work for most other people because they're not Gunner. You know what I'm saying?
no,
Gunner's a
that's the
unique
thing.
guy.
No, because Lee's flipping entertaining naturally. I don't think if I ever am on a live with him, right? Because he said this to some people, I'm like, bro, Lee, I don't know if that advice is gonna work for them and work for you, right? But I don't know about that. Lee is flipping, like, how do I say it? He is naturally entertaining. This
Agree.
guy is hilarious, bro. This guy will say, like, for example, I was after like Arsenal were like in a win streak, and he was doing emergency meetings. I've never seen this before. Keep in mind, and I was like, "Yo, what the hell? Why are you
He
doing
calls
that,
everything, but that's part of like what he does. He calls everything an emergency meeting. Every stream's emergency.
Hear
Every
me out.
stream.
Hear me out. I'm like,
So,
Lee, why the hell are you doing an emergency meeting? Like in the chat, I'm like, yo, what's an emergency, bro? Arsenal are cooking. They won like 5 in a row. And he'll be like, yo, and then he'll like highlight the message whenever somebody says that. And he'll be like, it's been like 678 days since we last won a trophy. I'm dying, bro. Bro, I was dying. When he said that, bro, I think I was eating some food. I spit it out, bro. I was like, there's no way he's counting the days since they last won a trophy. I was
you got the
dying.
website there, man. The last one, trophy.co.uk/Arsenal.
Bro. When he said that, I was in tears. I was like, there's no way he just said that. But yeah, I was like, bro, if people think I'm negative, there's people that are way worse than me. And I don't even, dude, I said it at the start. I think I said it. I don't know if I told you on stream or off stream, right? And I've even messaged this in Lee's chat, bro. Like at the start, and he's also became an inspiration because there was a period last year that I was watching more Lee than Rants for once, and that's not normal for me because Rants is like a go-to. But let me say, Lee, the reason part of it is because man's always live. So like, bro is always live. Flip it, you know. I might as well click, bro. It's 9 p.m. and you're still live. I'm doing my homework. The bet. I was watching a lot of Lee, especially when, bro. You know, university like 11:59 p.m. is due, right? You grinding last minute homework. I had Gunner in the background, right? That's how it was, bro. But what I liked about Lee is that he not only his work rate, he keeps it how it is. And I said it at the start, and he became an influence. He wasn't at the start, and I'm not a day one for Lee. I'm probably, I mean, can you say day two? I mean, if that's a
Yeah, you
term.
can say day two. Yeah, you can run
So
that
like
like a term. You can
because
say day two.
with Rants, I liked him from the jump, but with Lee, I thought he was negative. I thought I didn't like him, but the more that you watch him, he actually keeps it
He
real.
keeps it real. That's why I don't even call him negative. Gunner's spot on. Like when it comes to his Arsenal rhetoric and his criticism, I understand it. I get it.
Exactly. And when I put in my shoes and when I put my feet in his shoes, if once again, if Barca did not win a trophy for 5 years, bro, Omar, you're in the chat. You know how mad it would be, bro. 5 years. You know how crazy that, bro. I couldn't handle 1 year. Last year, flawless. No, before I started YouTube, you know, I already mentioned it at the start, bro. Bro, when it comes to what's it called? Remember that 1 year with Xavi? That the second year was so bad. Bro, I told you, like, I was in my emo phase. I couldn't believe my eyes. I was like, what the hell am I watching, bro? My team is so crap. We lost to Real Madrid 4-1. I could not believe it. I would have been Lee Gunner. I would have been so negative. But nah, dude, like the more I watched him, he's hella real, bro. And that's the thing about what's it called? That's the thing about Rants and Lee. Like they just say it how it is. They keep real. And let me say one thing also that you got to give those guys. And the reason why I mention them a lot is that not only are they influencers, right? But also these guys, you got to give them bonus points because Lee be putting people on. Rants be putting people on, bro.
Sure.
Like, and for me, I'm just thinking the Barca community, we don't really have that big figure. Like I know Omar is bigger than me. I know there's a couple guys bigger than me, even guys with 20K, right? But Barca don't have that community. They don't have that community online.
Because you are more new because the Barcelona, there's no Barcelona fan TV. I think Barcelona content creators are just more new to the space than Manchester United fans, for example, and just Premier League fans in general. Go on, carry on.
But that's my thing. When it comes to like Barca and even Real Madrid, like Real Madrid now they're starting to get it with like, you know, like Will and like, you know what I'm saying, End of Stream Dave, right? But I'm talking about Yeah, shout out Dave. But I'm talking about with Barca. There's really not really community like that. I'm gonna be so honest. There's not really with United and with Arsenal, right? Especially those two, and even Liverpool. Everybody, Chelsea. You got what's it called? Carefree Lewis. You got a lot of different guys, right, bro? With the Prem, you got a flipping community, and I like how they help each other. They always like back each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, Rants, like I said, he be putting people on. Like I've seen Lee put a lot of people on. I've seen Lee Lee will even put on people he don't like. If somebody's chatting too much in the chat, he'll say, yo, I'll send you the link, email me, get on the live. Bro, this guy's an absolute savage, cold stone, bro. Legit. But like going back to Rants, I've seen him put guys on. Like I remember he had Cheeky Sport Akeem. I remember he had flipping. He has you. Right?
So many people. Yes, I'm definitely one of them. He's helped put on 110%.
Yeah,
he's massively.
He's had months, right? He's had bare people, bro. Like I'm just thinking I have to start, bro. Even do you remember? Do you know what's his name, bro? What's his name? Football Heritage TV Sava, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he's put on so many guys that it's crazy, and you got to give these guys bonus points. But this is why they're like influences because, bro, like. I'm gonna try to do that once I get in a position, and I kind of already am, bro. Like with my panel show, I legit there's like 3 out of 6 guys who got a YouTube channel, right? Some of them don't post, but I still plug them in the description, right? Like I'm gonna try to get them on, right? I legit tell people like at the end, bro, if you enjoy this thing. He legit made it possible. He made it possible. He took time out of his day. He legit, like half his lunch, he was on the panel, whatever time bro. Legit man could have been ordering some premium food on lunch, but he's here. Subscribe to him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to, if I get in that position of like Rants really ever, right? I'm starting from early. I'm gonna try to put these people on, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Totally right, man. And that's credit to you and what you're like. As much as you're trying to put yourself on and grow your own individual brand and your own channel, you're already thinking about others, and I respect that and rate that highly. And everyone can eat in the space. Everyone can eat.
And this is the thing, also, bro. Like. Well, like my content, like as much as, especially the lives, bro. You don't have to be a Barca fan to enjoy the lives, bro. Like when it comes to, I have to be honest, Lee and Rents. You know what I like about these guys? You can be a non-Barca fan and legit watch you. I mean, a non-Man United fan or non-Arsenal fan, and you can watch their content and be entertained. I'm not even joking. You can legit be entertained because they're not always talking about life. I mean, with my panel show, I understand. For a Barca fan, but like my solo lives, bro, like we be talking about life, my watch-alongs, bro. I be telling my live viewers, like, yo, what you do today, bro? You know what I'm saying? What you guys doing after? You know what I'm saying? These guys be like, I got work. Like one of my guys, shout out Tomak, bro. He's from Poland, bro. He's like, bro, I'm gonna go to sleep right away. He's like, yo, this PSG lost, bro. I'm gonna sleep this off. I'm like, all right, bro. You know, because I was like, yo, I was telling the viewers, like, yo, what are you guys gonna do, bro? Because I can't be. I told them I can't be going to school after a humiliating loss like this. This is crazy. I was like, what are y'all gonna do? Like we be chopping it up, bro. The other day we were talking about what European food nation has the best food, right? So like we be talking about legitimately anything, right? And I think I'm trying to. I mean, on videos and when it comes to like some panel stuff, it's a bit harder. But on solos, you know. I'm gonna obviously show my personality. I know it's Barca Reacts, but you get like a lot of personality. You get to know a little bit about me. You get to, bro, we get to just chop it. We get to talk about life a bit, bro. Talk about legit anything. You know what I'm saying? Man, like Freaky Mo, bro, doing legit up to no good. What the hell is he been up to, bro? Like we legit just be talking, bro. And that's something that also from Lee and Rants. Sometimes I zoom out and I'm like, why do people like them? And don't be jealous. Actually, like, be like genuine. Like, why do people mess with them? You know what I'm saying?
There's a reason for that because they're good people.
They talk to their chat. You know, they you don't got a super chat to talk to them. You don't gotta do this and that, bro. Like, it's real. It's almost like they're still, bro. You know what it is? They you know what I like about them? They work hard and they're genuine. Like they're small content creators, but they're not small. You know what I'm saying? But they still got that work rate, bro. Lee works flipping overtime. I can't believe it. Sometimes, bro, you know what's crazy? I've never been on with Rants, but what's it called? Zir. Well, Zir's in the chat right now. Zir legit. He knows that, bro, it was during Ramadan, right? And some days, Zir will just be live, like super late. Like, even for me, it's late. It's like legit 10 p.m., 11 p.m. my time, right? Zero would be doing any type of stream. It'll be like a reaction, something, bro, Bayern news or a FIFA stream. And I'll be like, yo, send me the link, bro. Like, right? Because I'll pull up once or twice. And if I'm in the chat, he'll be like, yo, you want the what's it called? The link. And I'll be like, yo, yeah, I want the link. And I remember one time, right? Because legit, I'm gonna be up all night, bro. It's legit Ramadan, bro. I'm legit up all night. Why not, right? And Lee Gunner joined. I was like, what the hell? What's Lee doing, right? Because I was gonna ask Zir for the link anyway, right? Because those times I was on Zir's channel, like, bro, like probably every other day, bro. I was there a lot when it comes to those Ramadan streams, right? And Lee was on one of those, and I was like, yo, what the hell? Send me the link, bro, because I was gonna ask for it anyway. And I see Lee, and I mean, I don't want to destroy the show, but we're just like having a solid convo with everybody.
How you should go on? 100%. Love that. Go on, carry on, carry on.
But I had to tell him, I was like, this is my opportunity. I was like, yo, Lee, why the hell do you work so much, bro? I was like, Lee, hold up. Legit, I told him my whole day. And I said, bro, in the morning, brush my teeth, you're live, right? Maybe you start a new live midday. Lunch, I go to school. Everything. I completed my whole day and you're still live. I was like, what is this, bro? He's like, hey, man, you got to work hard, bro. You know, work rate. But, yo, it's like these guys are genuinely, they're inspirations, bro. And, hey, man, listen, the way that what's crazy is because Lee, once again, I didn't watch him from the start. It's only been really 1 year, maybe a year and a half now. But Rants, bro, it's crazy because if you zoom out, not just them, but like all the other YouTubers, right, that are big and now, like if like in like 3-4 years, you don't know what it can be. And even Rants, I remember Rants when he was like 50K, like even less than that, bro. So, and then I remember his road to 100K. You know, I remember when he went to Twitch. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's crazy because Rants was, I remember when he was on 70K saying like and sub, like we're going to get to 100K. And bro, now he's at that 100K. Now he's well past it. And he's going to get to 200K because he's
200K expeditiously. Yeah, shout out to Rants every single time. Everything you're saying.
Rants didn't even know this, bro, but Rants legit does not know this. But I message him on IG every now and then, and he even responds then. You know, I don't know if
like Rants respond like that.
Bro, you know what's crazy? I don't know if maybe his IG might be locked now. You know what I'm saying? Man's a bit bigger now. But at the time when I first followed him and stuff, right? Because he's the only one that I follow on Instagram too, right? Bro, on my personal IG. And at the time, bro, he's public and you don't have to do all this nonsense to get accepted by him. Bro, legit, follow, message, he sees it. There's no request, no nothing. Bro, I'm telling you, I knew Rants when he wasn't as big, bro. So it's crazy when I seen his journey to the top, and it's genuinely inspirational. And bro, sometimes I send him reels or something, and he actually responds to it. It's like lit, bro.
Rants is cool like that. Trust me, him and Gunner both absolutely like sound people outside of content creating, man. Just good, clean-hearted people, without doubt. And then when it comes to the content creator thing, top quality, as you see by their views and numbers and interactions, etc. Go on, carry on.
Yeah. But that's like going back to like my own channel. That's like what I'm trying to do, bro. Like when it comes to, I'm trying to have a community that actually likes me for what I am. Of course, Barca are probably like the center of it, but even outside of that, bro, like, bro, Lee sometimes we'll talk about a press conference, like reaction of Arteta for like half the stream, and on the other half, he's talking about, bro, he went to the beach and he saw this and that, bro. Like, that's what, like, listen, in the future, bro, like, you think it's only going to be Barca? Like, that's why, like, even my streams right now with the solos, when I'm doing news reactions, like, we talk about the news, but then, yo, bro, like, the end, people just be saying some random stuff, bro. I'll be like, all right, bet, let's talk about that. Why not? You know what I'm saying? But that's what I like. It's like, if you build a strong community, people are going to legitimately mess with you for who you are, regardless of what you're talking about. Legit. So, it's inspirational, and that's something I'm trying to do, bro. This season, bro, it's flawless. It's crazy because now I got 1,600 subs, right? Woo! And I'm trying to
1,006. Love that, and that's that growth and probably deserve.
I'm trying to reach. I'm trying to reach.
Barca Reacts, people. Links in the title. Barca Reacts. The link's also underneath in the description, people, at the top. Barca Reacts. Subscribe to Giannis's channel. Go on, carry on.
Yeah, bro, but I'm trying to do something like for example, in my channel, I'm gonna do a panel show, watch alongs, match reactions, and then I want to maybe incorporate one more show, probably like a Madrid one. But the thing with Madrid, bro, like, you don't understand. I'm like, I don't know how these guys do it. Like, I don't know how you can do a panel show with the rival consistently on your own show, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I hate Madrid so much. I don't even want to talk about them. That's how bad.
That's where the entertainment factor comes from because you
Bro,
dislike.
bro, listen, it's not like with Barca, I'll be objective, I'll keep her. Bro, I might like flame legitimately like Mbappe's head, like just the way that he looks and stuff. Like, bro, I'll be messed up, bro. I'll be like, man, you know what I'm saying? This teenage mutant ninja turtle, you know what I'm saying? Man, like Jude Bellingham with the, you know, the hairline spray, bro. I'll talk about non-football stuff. Like, my hate for Madrid is
That's a
deep.
part of it, but people like that. You know what I'm saying? People like that.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
people
a
might
part
like
of it.
that, of course, but that's the thing. But I might have to start like a Barca Madrid thing also, right? I think that would bang, and then probably more solos, bro, and probably more videos. But for me right now, like just mini goals, right? I know you're not really supposed to tell your goals to the world, right? And I don't tell. You know what it is? I legit. This is a bar also. Like I've heard an NBA commentator do, and it was the finals, bro. It was like one of the finals or the conference championship, and he was like he said like it was like a loose ball, and like the guys, like one guy dove for it, the other guy, you know, he kind of like didn't dove, but he just reached, and he was like in the replay, and you know the NBA finals music, like it bangs, bro. Like that finals music is iconic.
What's NBA
Bro,
foul? Yeah,
the commentator, he said, "Don't tell me you want to win, show me you want to win." Right? And that's my thing with YouTube. It's like, don't tell people the goals. Like, I could tell you whatever. I want to do this and that and this and that. Bro, forget that. Look at the actions, bro. Like, even with my club, bro, they be saying, like, oh, we're going to try to do this and that. And then, bro, like, we still got no signings. Like, bro, like, show me. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't tell people. You got to show people.
Show and tell.
By showing people, people know what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? People know that you're really about that, bro. You
Action speak louder than words, man. Action, seriously, I say that all the time. Act like intent. Your club lets you know. Even the transfer window, your club has lets you know your club's thoughts and where they're trying to go.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
whether it goes right or wrong, you know their intent. You know what they're trying to do.
But that's legit. Like, that's just like, well, like my goals, like, okay, that's like when it comes to my goals, like I don't tell everybody, but obviously I'm probably gonna try to do one more show and like just do more stuff, bro. Like my videos, still, I have to be honest, my streams, what I like about my streams, it's pretty consistent for the most part. Thank God. Like I believe in God, so thank God, right? For everything, right? I gotta still put in the work, but when it comes to the streams, it's getting a bit more consistent, slow motion still. But it is what it is. This is the game that we're in, bro. Slow motion. And the thing is that the harder it takes to build up, the harder it's gonna come down, bro. I've seen so many guys that they go viral, bro, and their thing's banging for 3 months, but then it falls down. Because like, because you went viral because like, I don't know, you might have went into a game and you told like LeBron to shut up. Like, yeah, but like, do people like your actual content on a day-to-day? Probably not. Let's be honest, right? Like, that's the thing. So slow motion is calm, and that's what I'm getting with the live streams. But I'm trying to be a bit more consistent with videos. Like, I'm gonna be real. I probably should have posted a video today, but I was busy. I was doing random stuff, and that's where I have to. Even I critique Yamal and all these guys. I self critique myself that I probably should have posted a video then. I might have posted 2 videos in one day. What did I do? I probably should have, did one in one day. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is where I gotta critique myself too, and this is ultimately how you gotta. Yeah. This is how you improve. And even the other guys, right? Like Omar, Will, Zier, right? All these guys, right? All these content creators, bro. Like my guy, Volume. Don't compare yourself when it comes to the views, but did they get up? Did they go live today? Did they go make a video today? That's where, if they did it, I gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? You got to get to work, bro.
Work ethic, smart. Yeah,
it's legit. It's not on the views, bro. Listen, try to do as much as you can. The views will come and go. Hopefully they come, right? And I always say, don't look at the highs. Look at the floor, bro. Try to upgrade that floor because that's what it is. That's consistency.
I always say, build it, and the people will join. I say this all the time. You make content that you like, people will gravitate towards you, no matter what it is, especially in the footballing space. So whether it's Barcelona or another club.
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. But yeah, like to be honest, I like streaming more than videos. So maybe like more streams than videos in a week, but I still got to get videos out there, right? I still got to do it sometimes. Maybe there's only one topic, like maybe the video is probably the best case, right? Match reactions, I just got to keep doing it. And right now, my goal is probably just consistency, bro. Like I'm not trying to miss a Barca game for a watch along. I'm not trying to miss nothing, bro. Like this season is about consistency for me. And listen, I'm not gonna say goals or anything like that, but if I can get to at least 3K, 3,500 by the end of the year, and I know it's big,
Yeah,
that would be good for me, bro. And listen,
of
I'll be
course.
very happy, right?
Yeah,
Even
bro.
even if I fall short, who cares? Because if I come short a little bit, I mean, bro, that's calm. That's still a lot of improvement, and that's what it's about, bro. And once again, bro, just being authentic. A lot of people, I'm gonna be real. There's a lot of fakeness, bro. And I always say not just fakeness. There's also a lot of fake love. You know what I'm saying? Like there's rival fans glazing like Barca. I'm like, bro, let's be real though. But you don't want us to win. Like that's I don't know how. And I started doing match reactions from Real Madrid the last two games. One, they got smashed by Atletico. Legit, amazing. Box office. My day could not get better. But I'm talking about even when they win, I'm gonna try to be consistent with Madrid content because like I'm gonna try to grow something there because those guys will watch. For example, what I'm trying to do soon, which is a Barca Madrid show. So now you got some content for them too. Like they're not just gonna be watching the videos. I'm just trying to think ahead, do some more stuff,
Great
and
minds
just
think alike because I want to do the same thing, but go and carry on as you were.
yeah, but that's what I'm talking about, bro. Like,
Yeah,
bro, this is where I'm at right now, right? And for you, I'll say this: I probably met you, right? Because it's been a bit all over the place because there's too many details to it. Even though at the start I wasn't really doing that much, only videos, bro. This like there's a lot of
telling your story. It's good. It's been interesting. That's why I interrupted too many times because it's
bro.
been so
Flawless.
well.
The first time I met you was a call-in show, and once again, you're probably the first one. Like I call it, like the UK community. You, Lee, Saeed, Rants, Carefree, like Mons, all these guys, right? You were the first one, Northside, like that. I was to call have ever met with, but that's because you did a call-in show. And from the call-in show, I was like, all right, bet I'm gonna just hop in, bro. And I think actually Zir and also Omar, they like recommended me because I'm like, yo, I think I told Omar like, yo, you know Lee. Zir, you know, like, cause Sam, that's like sick, bro. Sometimes when Sam comments on Zir streams, I'm like, yo, this is sick. That's awesome, right? And once again, for me, no jealousy, bro. Like, if I see my brother succeeding, I'd rather have my brother succeed than having a random. I'm gonna be real. Like, it's at least I know this guy. At least this guy will put me on a bit. So why should I be jealous? There's no jealousy. Even my religion. Why the hell you're not supposed to be jealous, bro? Listen, even if you get the thoughts, bro, just repair something, bro. Like, why the hell are you jealous, bro? People work hard,
Never
bro.
be jealous, man. You shouldn't be jealous of your people's. Yeah, agreed.
Yeah,
Agreed.
bro, dude. It's like,
Without
bro,
that.
like at the end of the time, like, dude, jealousy is not good. It's not the way forward. Just put your head down and work hard. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, God willing, you get what you get, bro. But they basically said, if you want to maybe make some connections, go on some call-in shows and all that. And this was backstage, right? Talking about, I think it was on Omar's channel a while ago, bro. Legit last season. And I was like, I bet. And I see Northside. I'm not gonna lie, right? I'm not gonna ever try to put a guy on blast or say anything bad. I hate YouTube beef. YouTube beef is so unnecessary, so stupid. And I'll only entertain YouTube beef if genuinely if the guy's in the wrong and he's like damaging my opinion or not opinion, my image. That's the only time I'll ever entertain it. Like when people genuinely think I'm a bad guy, right? Then I'll have to entertain it. But for the most part, I'm not going to entertain it. I'm not going to make one stream, not even a YouTube short, right? But I went on two guys. I went on your thing. I can't lie. I went on Saeed's thing on accident, and I'll tell you about that. And then I went on Northside. I didn't go on Northside's though. And I'll start with you. With you, I went on the thing. I waited a bit, right? Because you do the members first, which I understand. It makes a lot of sense, right? But I had nothing that day. Like it didn't matter, bro. I was chilling, right? So I was just waiting. I got my turn, right? You said coming back next time. I think I went on another one, and then low key the Q&A days that you did, those times were better. It was more optimal for me than the call-in shows. The call-in shows, I think I was just off for the day. I forgot, right? Something like that. So I went to the Q&As that you did more so. And that's why I pulled up maybe 3-4 Q&As, right? Whenever I was free. I think NBA Finals, right? I pulled up when we was talking about preview NBA Finals. I was lit with, I think your guy, Alam. I think that's his name.
Yeah, Lam was there. Yeah, there's many, because there's a lot of basketball. There's a lot of my panelists are basketball fans. But yeah, go on, carry on.
Yeah. So with you, I have to big you up because the only reason why we're even doing this live is because I mean you did a call-in show and listen, you told me to come back because you said you like the energy and the opinion. I was like, I bet, bro. I didn't even think nothing of it. So, when I say jokes about, bro, it's like on the fly. Like, and I'm not as talented, in my opinion. I gotta be humble, bro. Like, for example, expressions, bro. Expressions, bro. It's like bar after bar. It's like, bro, it's deep.
He's
You
on
know
a
what I'm
different
saying?
level
Like,
of it. He's just on a complete different level.
you know what I'm saying? When they say there's levels to it, bro.
Yes.
Like me, when I say a joke on the fly, bro, it's just on my head, and I just said it, bro. But so you're the first one that in that community that I'll say, right? And then I try to go on North Sides, right? But North Sides, I don't know what it is. Like he drops the links. It wasn't a call-in show. It's just a reaction.
It's more so because he has multiple people, doesn't he? It's not one-on-one type of thing.
So the thing is that, like, and I don't want to ever say anything bad, but I just didn't get on. Like, I was waiting like 35 minutes, 45 minutes.
Because he doesn't do the rotating thing. Yeah, it's
tough.
Fan calling shows are difficult because there's times where people have joined mine and then they've had to go, and I do my best because I want to get everybody on, but I also want to give everyone ample time who's on one. That's why I do them one-on-one without my panelists.
Let me fix the lighting 1 second.
Do your thing, man. No stress. Hey, you lot. Again, I know you lot are thoroughly entertained. That's why I even interrupted you on this too much. Subscribe to his channel. Barca Reacts, people. Subscribe to Barca Reacts. Make sure you run up the likes here and hit the subscribe button on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel as well. Go on, carry on.
Yeah. But with Northside, listen, once again, no, like bad intention, none of it, genuinely. But like I did it like 2 times, and I was like, yo, I'm not on, right? Like, bro, I'm just waiting in the background for a while. Maybe he doesn't know me. Maybe he's like, somebody's got to tell him that, this guy, he knows you. So I don't take nothing the hard way, bro.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Especially Northside, I never clean-hearted dude. So
he highlights, like, bro, like he highlights my chats, but it is what it is, bro. Like maybe the studio is full. I don't understand. I don't know. So
yeah, if it is because of the way he does it, it's because of the way he does it in regards to because he won't be one-on-one. He'll have multiple people on chat on Northside as well. Yeah, the link in the title isn't working. I don't know what's going on, Max. It's underneath in the description. I'm going to add it into the pinned comment as well. Anyway, go on, carry it.
It's dumb, bro.
No. Go on.
But no. My point is this, okay? So the thing is, right? So I was like, okay, it is what it is, right? So I just kept going on your thing because like you would have me on eventually, right? So that's lit, right? That's lit. That's love, bro. So then, I would keep on going on to your thing, right? And that's why, bro, I mess with you heavy, bro. Listen, I wish you all the success, man. You know what I'm saying? And also Northside, big up Northside, entertainer, right? I watched his stream, I think yesterday, bro. Like I was in the chat, like Northside's a cool guy, bro. I just didn't get to be on with. That's all I'm saying. But with you got me on. It was lit, and bro, the rest is history. We're live right now, bro. 2 hours is crazy. We've already been live, but it's flew by, bro. And I went on Saeed's on accident. I didn't know it was a call-in show, but I didn't know it was United fans only. So I just hopped on because I watch United. So he was like, "What's the problem at United?" Because no offense, you guys be having hella spells of horrible months. So I said, you were telling me you guys were winning, like you were averaging like 1 win a month. I'm like, yo, these guys, bro, these guys starving, bro.
Since February, one Premier League win a month since February. It's now October.
Crazy. But my point is, I went on Saeed's. I didn't know it's United fans only, but Saeed's a real one. He might have seen my name, but he still added me, right? And he gave me my 5 minutes, and the chat low-key liked me. I mean, I didn't go on a sense because Saeed's thing is mainly he for call-in shows is United fans. So, I mean, there's not really a spot. So I'm never, once again, I kind of do the same because my channel, I don't really bring people on that much. Because number one, I'm pretty busy in my life, and when I do, it's to talk about Barca with the time that I got. Even today, I'm off. Like my class got canceled. That's like why today was so convenient. So it's never bad intention, and that's why you got to keep the same energy for other people. So I understand Saeed. Saeed's a busy guy. This guy's live twice a day, bro. More amazing box office streams, and Saeed's a real one, bro. Right? But that's the thing. So the chat. They liked when I was on Saeed's thing for 5 minutes. They're like, yo, this guy's lit and stuff. But I realized, okay, it's United fans only. Okay. So next time I was like, okay, my bad. I genuinely like legit. I didn't realize it until midway of my calling. I didn't even know because he legit, because I told him like about myself a bit. And he was like, wait, Barcelona fan. He was like, yo, you supposed to be a United fan. And I was like, yo, he's like, and he's like, chat, should we allow it? He's like, all right, we'll allow it. I was like, all right, Saeed, you a real one, bro, because I didn't even know. I genuinely didn't know. I didn't see it. Like, he probably should have put in the title. He put on the banner. You see the banner scrolling? He put it on there. I didn't know, genuinely. So
Manchester
that's
United
what,
fans only. Yeah. That's how it
yeah,
is. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know. I genuinely didn't know, but it was a fire chat. And even the 5 minutes, I think he let me overstay probably 6 minutes, something like that. So it was lit. And to be honest, that's about it, bro. When it comes to the community, bro, I don't think there's any other people that I've met like from your guys's. Like that's really about it, bro. Like there's you. I've been on Saeed's once technically, and Northside. I mean, I tried to, but Northside, at least I still go in his chat every now and then. But that's about it. So yeah, so really, to be honest, Buzz, this is why I mess with you even more, because you're generally probably the only one that's consistently like whenever, like if I ask for the link on a Q&A, and I'm respectful on a solo. If I know it's a solo stream, I'm not gonna bother a guy.
If it's a solo Q&A, but you know you're more than welcome. When it's open Q&A, you know you're more than welcome.
Yeah, bro, but like for example, like like some people don't like. For example, like one of my panelists, I'm not gonna reveal name, but he's like, bro, he's like, give me the link. I'm like, yo, dog, I told you how it works. Come on now, like you got your thing, right? I legit patterned something for you, right? And maybe you didn't know, right? I mean, that guy's a bit older. I call him Unk, you know what I'm saying? Man's like 50, you know what I'm saying, right? So it is what it is. But like for you, when you had the solos, I understand, bro. Like there's boundaries. Come on, bro.
Yeah, that's just for me to get the one, like for you mentioned it already, and this is why you're gonna go clear and very smart for me to get to the chat, because all of my other shows, there's at least 2-3 other people I don't get to the chat as often, whereas that I can get to the chat, and also I can get shit off my chest. As much as people are here going and whether they're celebrating their team or they're crashing out about their team, I can also get things off my chest about United and figure things out on there. People ask me stuff and I'll be like, I didn't even think of it like that till you asked me that I thought and answered the question. So it's also that too.
Yeah, but that's basically, bro, what's it called? The journey with other people. I think I mentioned everybody that I've worked with consistently in the past. And bro, that's probably my journey right now, bro. And then right here today, right? Just gotta keep grinding, and you just gotta try to make the best quality content that I can. Try to be real. And listen, let's see where it goes, bro. Let's see at the end of the season. Let's see halfway. Let's see in 2 months at the end of the year, bro. Let's see where we're at. You know what I'm saying? Just, don't overthink, bro. On YouTube, bro, if you're trying to get started, let me say this before, like mic drop, you know what I'm saying? If you're trying to get started, bro, just do it, bro. Like, I'm be real. With me, I tried once again TikTok, Instagram. TikTok got a little bit of motion, but I was like, bro, I really don't enjoy this. It's kind of dead. Bro, like Barca wins and I'm not enjoying editing. That's crazy. I'm like, so with the YouTube, I just liked it. And I got a little bit of motion. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I was like, okay, it's not crazy, but just seeing that, some people will comment. That's lit. Just seeing that people will actually join the lives. That's lit. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I stick with YouTube. And now, what did Dame say, bro? You can't run from the grind, bro. Damian Lillard legit say you can't run from the grind, bro. You got legit,
especially in this, because it's in the open. Like people can see you. Like there's no behind the scenes. Like, oh, his work. We're not like footballers, like in regards to training or boxers or other. Like when it comes to content creating, people see if you're working or not. They know if you're working or not. There's no hiding place. Zero hiding place.
Bro, sometimes in my chat, bro, I think like I went like 2 or 3 days. Like, I think I went 3 days without streaming, and one person in my chat's like, "Where you been, bro?" Like, I've been trying to watch it. I was like, "Okay, you know what? Listen, bro. Life's been busy."
But chat to me, right? You know what I'm saying? Let me miss a show on one of the days. My chat's like, all right, is everything good? But what's going on? Where was you on such and such? What's happening? Etc.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that had me rolling, the Danny almost. I can't lie.
Yeah, like Danny almost, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man, like almost registered. You know what I'm saying? Man, like almost healthy, bro. This guy, bro. I'm saying gets injured walking down the flipping staircase. Man pulls his hamstring. Like, it's crazy, bro. Bro, he be getting, bro, flawless. Have you ever known a player that flipping gets injured twice in an international break, bro? Like, allow it, bro. Actually, bro, just end your career right there, bro. It's dumb, bro. It's raps. 2 times in 1 international break's crazy, bro. Like, come on now.
Almost.
That's my guy, bro. That's my guy. Danny almost a guy that I like, by the way. and he's playing bad, but I have to call it out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a
That's fair.
perfect example.
That's
But
fair.
yeah, bro, that's probably about it for me, bro. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like that's probably my whole story. Right now, it's about working and see what happens, bro. You know what I'm saying? And just keep on getting new ideas, try it out. If it doesn't work, bin it. And if it works, bro, that's amazing. It's legit. There's two options on YouTube. It works or it doesn't, right? When it comes to ideas, bro. So yeah, but
Yeah.
I think genuinely, I like you said that I might be. I think I can, bro. When like in the future, I want to see, bro. Listen, I'm trying to. You know what I'm saying,
You
see what I
know?
can do. See
Trust
what I
me,
can
man. We gonna chat like you already know. Already. That's why I had you on previously. I was like, when I was doing these specials, yes, let me get you on this one. 100%. I needed to know your backstory, and this 2 hours and 14 minutes has absolutely flown by. Drop mic. I know
do.
you lot have enjoyed it. Again, subscribe to Barca Reacts. The Yasser who says I've been away for a week. I've been getting cooked. Yeah, you can't be taking time off, Yasser. You know what I'm saying? If I knew you took a week off, I would have messaged you. Like, well, go on. You know what I'm saying? Well, go on. But yo, Giannis, I know you gotta go, so we are gonna indeed close out. I hope you lot have enjoyed this next up special, though. I really hope you have. So whether you're watching this live right now, or watching this back after, or you're listening on one of the audio
Let me say one
platforms,
thing.
Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, subscribe to Barca Reacts, people. Again, subscribe to Barca Reacts. The link's in the title on YouTube. The link's underneath in the description right at the top. It's also in the pinned comment right now as well. Go on, Giannis. So you're going to say
Nah,
final
I
word?
was gonna say, bro, smash up the flipping likes, guys, and subscribe, bro. You know what it is, bro. Man,
Yeah.
like Flawless works overtime. Man should be in bed. You know what I'm saying? Man should be like, I don't even know, bro, watching like flipping. What do UK people watch? No offense, bro. I always be
What
flaming,
the UK
bro.
people?
Bro, I be flaming UK with the UK people on their food, bro. What the hell is beans and toast? Give me a cheeseburger,
Yeah,
bro. What you
I'll tell you this right now. All the best foods over here are foods from elsewhere. Our food terrible.
bro, listen.
Outside of like fish and chips, our food's terrible. Fish
That's
and
what I'm
chips, yeah,
saying. But
that's it.
yo, guys, what's it called?
But in
Shows,
regards
all
to
this.
shows, what you watch, you will watch over here. So, for instance, if you watch
Fair,
Power, I
fair.
watch Power. You feel me? Or if you watch The
Nah,
Wire,
guys.
I watch The Wire.
No, but okay, like, this is a
Go on,
bit off topic, but like people when it
go on.
comes to like when they have an American accent, like people just click off the video. This guy don't know nothing. It's American. They always say it's a Yank. What does he know? I'm not even from New York, bro. I'm from California. But people will be like,
Because people are Aegis, that's why. And
no,
it's
but
ignorant.
genuinely, I'm not joking. People genuinely think people are smarter if they have a UK accent, and you guys might know it, not know it,
Mm.
but when you're like an American, people will be like, "Bro, flipping, stick to NFL, bro, stick to NBA, bro." Like it's
Yeah.
crazy. It's like,
It's
bro,
because
like,
it's very much ignorance. That's why. And hence why I wanted to do these specials. And if you noticed on these specials already, is it 3 of the 5? 4 of the 5 people are non-UK. I've done
yeah,
5
yeah,
of these specials so far, including this one right now. And 4 of the 5 have been non-UK people. Because it's like kicking down and breaking down that myth that international fans don't know the sport and international fans are not passionate. Absolute nonsense.
yeah.
Absolute nonsense. I actually tend to think, I've said this, international fans are smarter because they are not influenced so heavy by the UK media over here, and they'll call the bullshit.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
put it
crazy.
this way, I guarantee most of the Amarin Minners are from the UK.
It's crazy, bro. Like I'm gonna be so real. Like these guys are the same guys that they be saying you don't got no passion, you never been to a game, but it's like, bro, you guys legit, y'all stop singing when we're you know what I'm saying, when we're losing. So are y'all real
That's why.
fans? You know what I'm saying, always
Smells
be
the
saying,
myth.
yeah, you never been to a
Yeah.
game, but as soon as we can see the goal, bro, the whole place is quiet, bro. Like, am I in the library? You know what I'm saying?
Is
Crazy.
this is there a fire drill? Yeah, it's that shit,
Yeah,
yo.
fact.
Is this a library? And all this, man. You're not saying I love all that shit. That's great. But be
Yeah.
honest, man. Great special again, people. I'm gonna say this again multiple times. Subscribe to Barca Reacts, whether you are watching live right now, whether you are watching this back after the live, whether you're listening on one of the audio platforms, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, YouTube Music, wherever the case may be. Get to YouTube. Type in Barca Reacts, people, and go subscribe to Giannis, my G, right here. Next up, special people, we're going to keep them rolling as well. We do have 2 tomorrow as well. Zero will be on tomorrow. Veta will be on tomorrow. I'm going to talk to Mike's. Going to get Mike's on for 1. Jacob will be on for 1. TJ will be on for 1. TJ Warren Shaw, TJ Warren TV, and then I'm going to try and pattern 1 more as well. So I hope you lot continue to enjoy these specials, people. You know what I'm saying? And I hope you lot enjoy these
Facts,
specials, man.
bro.
Well, big
Bro,
up, man.
yeah, my bad. I'm trying to stop. I'm not trying to
Cool.
interrupt the outro, but bro, like bro, we're trying to like when it comes to watching your team, people are. I'm waking up sometimes at like the first game. I'll be waking up at 6 a.m. The first game this weekend. We're back from the international break, and people say like, you're a fake fan. Like shut the hell up,
It's
bro.
ridiculous. Yeah, and I do 2 watch-alongs with 2 United fans who are over on the West Coast.
Yeah,
Shout out to Sheik and shout out to Eddie. So to anyone to say, oh, they don't. I don't want to watch Manchester United at 5:30 p.m. UK time. Never mind waking up at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m.
Crazy.
And Omar, don't worry, man. These series will be coming back. So I'm gonna run it back as well. I just couldn't, I was supposed to have shout out to Philip Toon Tactics TV. I didn't even have him on today. But there's gonna be a list of people. I've got more next up. I've got outside of this won't be the only time I run this series, people. Same way with the second wave as well. The original, that's a bit tougher to do. I'm trying to pattern that. But the second wave and this will be back. The second wave specials and the next up specials will be back after this week, people. International breaks is when it will happen, so don't worry about that. But yeah, people, we are going to close out. Big up, love to everyone that has locked in. Make sure you check out this special. If you are watching this back, check out all the previous ones as well, man. Had Double A on, Strasbourg Steve, Sheik, Javon. Now Giannis Barca reacts, people. So make sure that's the 5 we've had on so far. We're going to redirect to Sunshine. She's live right now. USA International Watch Along as well. Crap, that's someone I forgot. I almost forgot her. Sunshine, she'll be on as well, people. I knew there was someone I was forgetting. You lot don't tell her I forgot to mention it. But yeah, she'll be on as well. But we're going to redirect. USA are playing Australia. I believe it's international friendly. So yeah, international friendly. So she's on over there. And Steve's over there as well. Kel's over there. So Sarcasm City TV raid in Sunshine's chat, people. Sarcasm City TV raid. This has been the Next Up special with special guest Giannis of Barca Reacts live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in.